9 cycles have passed. When the gods deem mortals too powerful, they decree a race between their avatar and the mortals to determine their worth. In the race, the mortals are granted a chance to engage the very gods themselves. The mortals are granted a chance of survival. The mortals are granted a chance to become gods. Lose and see all mortal life removed from the Kryn, and the next cycle begins. This race is the final command of the gods to their mortal counterparts. This is their dying order.
Hello there, everyone. It's Disby and Pumpkinberry, played today by Pumpkinberry and Disby.
What's happening?
I could sense there was something wrong. I knew what it was. Disby made it to the call before you did. And so now, Disby is playing Suna. Can you do that, Disby, you think? It's really easy. All you have to do is cast Levitate and nothing else. And then PB is playing Bo. You can do that?
Mm-hmm.
On then.
Bada boom. Yes.
Okay, there you go. I guess you two have to switch cameras on and off. It's not going to work, is it?
Yeah.
Should we play a
we
game?
all have to do it.
Should we play a game?
Yes.
Let's play a game of switcheroo.
Now Disby.
Switcheroo with the boys.
And I don't remember if KPP is last or Pocket is last.
It's KPP.
Yeah, Pocket's in charge of this. This is Pocket's
I remember
only job.
all of it from the very beginning.
Usually.
That's why I keep my camera off when I join the call, because I'm like, I can't until KPP shows up. I'm not trying to be a creeper like, hello.
Yeah.
I have always wondered that.
No,
I
didn't
know
keep it off
that's why she did
KPP.
it?
No, I had no idea. That's why she did it.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey, Pocket. She'll be like, hey. And I'm like, okay, this is okay.
Yeah, I'm just waiting because I'm like, I can't be bothered to turn my camera off and back on again.
Yeah, it's the best thing ever usually, but usually PB is the first one to join the call, and KPP is always last because she almost always raids, and that's the way it goes. So here we are at the beginning of the stream. It's my birthday. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us here. I am slightly sick, so if I pass out halfway through the stream, there's nothing you can do about it. It'll just be the way it is. I don't know if there's an emergency ripcord for the stream, if that were to happen, that PB can pull. If not, I would say probably I'll hand over GMing to PB. I think you know how to run D&D 5e Bradwater Light Final Fantasy. You've played enough Final Fantasy now to probably carry on and finish the story for me. You know, like when authors like die and then someone else writes the rest of their book? That's now your task. Okay? You saw her nod. She nodded for audio listeners.
It's literally only if you die of COVID.
Okay, fine. Now everyone thinks I have COVID. I'll take it. It's better than the mild cold that I have. No one will feel sorry for me for. Right, so here we are once again. Dying Order.
Yes.
It is episode 406. Pocket finally has audio. KPP has a twin sister. Disby is PB is Disby, and we're gonna jump right in, I think, after a quick reminder of what happened last time. You all went through the door that most closely seems to symbolize and represent auras, things and stuff to do with whatever is going on, and I'm being purposefully vague. Aura's door, we'll say, through into the seasonal kind of boundaries here with the big goose-like creature Shaundakor flying you from the tree of spring that revealed itself to be Lathander to the crab and kind of fruits and bountiful lands of summer with Chauntea, and then to the forest with Myliki and the celestial divine forest that you all traveled through last week. You discovered a few things in that forest, but for the most part, each of you found, tamed, and flew away on a unicorn at the end of the session after passing through spring, summer, and autumn. Guess where you're going? That's right, Las Vegas. All three of you have won a trip to Las Vegas. PB, you haven't because you've got work to do on Wednesday. Congratulations. You're all going to Vegas, but PB unfortunately has to stay at home because nothing stops Gon. Gon has to be on. I derailed myself. So, the four of you found unicorns and took flight on them and began heading to the final section of this area, known in general as winter. Each of these kind of quote-unquote domains is ruled over by a celestial creature that it sort of appears in a form to you. Whether that is what their form is or isn't, I don't think anyone knows, including me. A goose, which isn't a goose, a tree, a crab, and another kind of tree, but it was more like the forest itself as opposed to a singular tree in the form of Myliki. So, if you're all ready to continue, we shall continue after I sip this drink. Wow, that's real tasty. What?
I was like, now would be the perfect time. Like, this is going to sound terrible, but Brad will laugh. If you were going to die, that would have been the time.
That would have been it.
Just right after this drink.
He's done. Yeah, who knows, man. I actually feel a little better than I have done the last couple of days, but it's still not great. All right. Let's see where you are. I'm going to bring you over to an image which four of you can already see, but once again, my good friend Jack Lack provided us with a piece of fan art that Jack came to me last week and the week before last and just said, "Hey, where are they going next week? Do you want to describe it to me and I'll just draw it?" And that is what happened, and he drew the the art that you see on the screen there. There are links to the people who draw fan art for us in the descriptions of whatever you're watching this on. So you'll be able to find their Twitter links, including Void, who drew the thing on the other side here on this main screen as well. And Void draws a lot of stuff for us as well. So we have a lot of awesome artwork coming through in the fan art section of Discord and all places. So it's super worth finding those things. Anyway, thank you, Jack Black. Here is what you see. And if you need to know what else you see, I will explain it to you now. The 4 unicorns are flying. All 4 of your unicorns have wings, and I know that a lot of people will think that that makes them a Pegasus. Well, guess what? They're still a unicorn Pegasi creature. All 4 of them flying through the air towards a snowy mountaintop. 1 gold, 1 black, 1 white, 1 blue, and as the unicorns begin to approach this mountaintop, even the shimmering shield which is around each of you cannot fully shield you from the cold. Ellie, you feel it. What nourishing warmth each of you receive from the summer fruits is cast from you now. And there's a shock as the cold snap takes each of you. Even if you don't feel cold or you're resistant to them, to ice or something like that, you still feel it. It doesn't seem to stop this winter. Below you, the yellowed grass, that celestial forest, all that greenery is replaced with a field of snow and ice. The wind is now carrying forward snow and hard rocks of hail. There are these icy stones that you can see striking the magical field of energy that's shielding you from them. You can feel these unicorns begin to struggle now against the wind, perhaps even the cold, and they push forward, continually determined. The icy peak of this mountain, which was very clear from below, now becomes lost in this snowstorm. The closer that you ride to the mountain top, the harder it is to make out the others around you. You can now barely make out each of the unicorns. Their horns, however, suddenly light. Through the storm, there is 4 glowing lights. This storm rages and rages and rages on around you. For some time, there is very little other than the cold, the snow, the storm, and the confidence that each of you can see those lights that the unicorns are casting. When you look down for a moment, you will all witness something different. It's your world, Lacrin, your homes. You might see the streets of Bologna. You might see the seas of Alexandria. You might see a small hut in Yoskorin, or a comfortable home in Bame. Sauna, you see a group of travelers that are sailing across the sands upon wheels. And one looks up towards where you are sharply. A young woman, she has thick brown hair, strikingly similar features to how Sauna looks. Maybe she's around 30, but she has kind of darker eyes, sharper features, red cloth across her body, golden jewelry, and her eyes are searching the skyline wildly and almost panicked before she's left behind as your unicorn flies over. The snow and the storm losing the sands and replacing it again as you blink it away with snow. Towers, castles, walls, people, creatures, greenlands, darklands, forests, jungles, sands, all of these things are caught in the storm and wiped away as Lacrin is covered in the snow. Then there's a break in the storm ahead. There's a mountaintop. There is a smoking, almost icy mist coming off of the top of the mountain, forming around the top of the mountain. For a moment, you realize the mist is thicker, the storm is thicker. There is a face that appears, a form that grimaces at you. It appears there for a moment, animalistic, before vanishing again. The unicorns rush with one final push to the top of the mountain. As they bear closer to the rock and the snow of the peak, they find a plateau and they land. Storm continues around you. The cold continues to be overwhelming, even for those of you that shouldn't necessarily be able to feel the cold. The unicorns feel warm, but the shimmering shield that they were holding up is gone. And the 4 of you gather now at the peak of the tallest mountain here, surrounded by nothing but snow and rock. Really, there's nothing more than the plateau, peak of the mountain, and a strangely carefully placed collection of rocks. They're free of snow, where everything is covered. They stand out to you, and they form a shape that you noticed as you came into land, which was a 6-pointed snowflake. The 4 of you can see each other. The storm is still pretty heavy, but you're able to dismount from the unicorns if you wish. The coldness is seeping into your skin. There's a frozen feeling that is numbing your fingertips, there is an almost haziness that begins to fall across your mind. Each of you currently has disadvantage on all skill checks, saving throws, and attack rolls while within this storm. What would you like to do?
Say that one more time. It's hard to hear you over the wind. Which ones?
Just take it as a disadvantage on everything.
Okay, right. Oh, right. That's what I thought you said. Well, we best move quickly, or we'll freeze to death.
I didn't know it was gonna. I guess it makes sense. Each season, this one's gonna be the worst.
This one's too cold. It's too cold for me.
Right, I typically don't mind it when it's just a little bit cold, but this is too much. Where to, Aura?
When she says that, I want to do like a quick scan around to see if there's a clear way we should be going.
No, there's nothing here. There isn't a cave entrance. There is no real even clear way down. You obviously flew up and passed all the things. The unicorns seemed to bring you here determinedly, as if they had brought you to the location. The only thing here is this kind of natural monument.
Nothing seems like the way to go, so I don't know if we should just pick a direction and start moving.
I think I would move, because we're on a plateau on the mountainside. I think I would move close to the wall of the mountainside.
Yes, yeah. That's wise. It would shield us from the wind.
You're on a kind of flat at the top. There really isn't much of a shield from anything. You're at the peak of it. It's a flat part of the peak of the mountain, right? So it's not like you're
get back on the unicorn and leave.
The point, yeah, exactly. I mean, you can do that, but you're basically at the very top, essentially. It's flat enough that you're able to find somewhere to land and find purchase and move around comfortably without feeling like you're going to topple off the top of the earth.
This might sound crazy, but what if the unicorns know? Considering they brought us here?
Right. That might be a good question to ask.
I ain't no unicorn whisperer, though. I don't think mine likes me very much.
Oh, you said they're celestials, and I know this, correct?
Yes.
I'm gonna walk up to my unicorn and pat its side. Do you know which direction we need to go?
Give me an animal handling check with advantage. Wow, that is a 6. The unicorn kind of shakes a little, kind of roughly. It stomps a little, the hooves hitting the cold rock underneath. It seems to be, I would say, disgruntled, or maybe tired from the ride.
Oh, I don't think it knows. Or doesn't want to tell us, maybe?
I'd try talking to mine.
Yeah. What do you say to her?
I'm terrible at animal handling.
Entice it with a treat.
I'll pull out another treat, put it in front of him, and I say, you gotta know where we go. You gotta have survival skills if you're anything like me, right?
Give me the animal handling check. You don't have advantage.
Yeah, 9. I did better.
9. It's a similar reaction, I think. Your unicorn stomps around near where you are. You can see that the unicorn kind of does 2 or 3 circles where it stood. It eats whatever treat, whatever thing that you had provided for it. And then you see the wings of the unicorn kind of fold in, and it seems to calm down a little bit, but doesn't really seem to do anything that makes you feel like it's trying to answer your question anymore, unless the 3 circles meant something to you.
Can I? Okay, so we were having trouble seeing. Can I do a perception check?
Yeah. What are you looking for in general?
Something that would cause me to go in a direction.
Okay.
Whether it be like stairs or a light. Hmm.
13. The mountain is surrounded by a storm. It doesn't allow you to see too far, but you feel, even though you're still being hit by wind, not necessarily like buffeted or pushed over or anything, it's not too strong, but you're still feeling the effects of it. You can certainly feel the cold, which is most likely odd to you and definitely Suna. It feels more like you're in the eye of a storm, kinda, like as if this thing is all around you, including above where you are, and below you. It's kind of like when you're in a fog and you can't really see too far out. You can see the peak here pretty well. There really doesn't seem to be any way to go. It really does seem as if you're just on a piece of flat land here, and this is the top of the mountain. There isn't a cave, a stair, there isn't a light. You don't see anything. There is nowhere to go, unless you were to remount the unicorns and see if they take you somewhere. You're not probably aware of anything.
Hey, Bobo, you can move this stuff, right? And I point to the snow.
Oh, I mean, yes, but
Maybe
what's that gonna do?
maybe like there's something underneath this. I mean,
Or
can't really
perhaps you
see.
could just shield us. Could you maybe
yeah, that's
make,
true. You
make
could
a wall
also-
of
well,
ice or something?
I can do something like that.
Like a little shelter of.
So I start whipping up the snow, and I form an igloo around us.
Yeah.
Maybe we're just supposed to persevere. You know, each season had a theme, right? A goal. You know, we were supposed to make life in spring and then enjoy the harvest in autumn. Maybe we're just supposed to wait here for Chandrakal or something.
I don't think I'm willing to wait here a second longer. It's too cold.
Well, I could, now that we have shelter, I could perhaps maybe light a fire or something.
If it can even withstand the winds, this storm is something else.
Well, your walls here of ice are quite good and snow.
Well, let's hope it does the trick then.
Should help.
While they're talking and getting, like, Bo is making the igloo, can I walk down each of the unicorns and talk to each of them?
Yes. Guess so. What are you saying to each unicorn?
Well, depending on how far I get down the line, I'm going to ask the same question, like, do you know where we're supposed to go?
Okay. Give me an animal handling check. You actually don't have advantage because I forgot that everyone has disadvantage, so you guys got those ones for free. You're welcome.
Okay.
A 10. Which unicorn do you think you head to first?
Suna's, probably.
Suna, your unicorn is golden in color and probably does a similar thing to Ellie's in that the wings fold under, and you probably get a sense of if you've just done a really hard sprint, that's how these unicorns appear. Like they're just capturing that breath kind of thing. But they don't seem to be immune to the effects of the cold either. As you see them bringing their wings in, you maybe catch that they're quite cold as well. Ora, you walk up to Una's unicorns. You have a name for your unicorn now, right? Because you didn't last week.
Yeah. Well, I did. It's just we know it. I know it.
You know it. All right, yeah.
Yes.
And we don't get to know it, no?
I don't think it says its name. No.
Okay.
I think it's an honor if you get to know the name. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Suna's unicorn.
Please just say the name. I thought you were just about to do it,
Imagine.
like this unicorn.
As you approach it, maybe you put a hand on the flank of the unicorn. The unicorn fixes you with a stare order. You notice that all 4 of the unicorns are now standing in such a way that each of them are facing towards this kind of strange natural monument that was in the center of the area. All of them kind of lower their heads a little way as if to use their horns to point towards the rock formation at the center that from a bird's eye view looks like a snowflake.
Okay, so they all like bow essentially to the rock in the middle.
Kind of, yeah. I wouldn't say it's in sync or anything like that, but they all seem to be trying to direct you that way, and I think it's only now that you catch that, maybe.
Okay. Thank you. Like, I feel like I instinctively know that they are trying to tell me where to go.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So I'll
You're
say
here.
thank you
You're
and-
here. You're where you need to be.
Okay.
It was this monument they were bringing you to.
I'll just pet Suna's unicorn side a little bit and turn to them as they're probably milling about the igloo.
Yeah,
I think we're supposed
maybe if you make it a slightly taller here, Bo.
Okay, all right. I'll just add another
But
I
I think
brick there.
I just talked to the unicorns. I think we're supposed to go towards that, and I point towards
What?
the monument. We're supposed to go towards that, and I point.
What? It looks like rocks to me.
I can't, to be honest, I can't really see it, but I guess this way.
What if, Bo, could you create 2 walls and a walkway to the rock for us?
I mean,
What did she say? A hot way?
The 2 walls, walls, and we walk through it to the rock.
I think she wants a runway.
A
I'm gonna start realizing they're not hearing me, so I'm gonna walk over to them.
Yeah.
I think that's when you hear Ellie go. She wants shelter to the thing. Can you make it?
Well, we're making it
Tunnel.
right now.
Yeah, this is it.
No, Ellie's right. Like 2 walls going towards the rock, and we have like a way to a path between it.
Yeah, think of like a tunnel.
Oh,
Oh, that's
tunnel's
very
what you mean.
smart.
okay. Well, I'll do that. Are we all ready to head over there?
Farewell, shelter.
I mean,
This
I
is
don't want to
beautiful,
waste
Bo.
any more time in this cold. I'm ready to go.
Yes, also very much. I am in agreement with that. I think I can feel my bones rattling.
All right, so I guess we all start making our way there, and as we do, I'm making
Make it wide enough for
walls,
the
wide
unicorn.
enough for the unicorns
Right.
too.
Yes.
Yeah. You leave the igloo that Bo was forming that looks exactly
Bye-bye.
like Bowser's castle, but small, and you each head away from it with unicorns kind of in tow. They seem to just follow along. And you head over towards this kind of rudimentary, strange-looking thing that is a monument that's something like this, and this is a rudimentary version of the rudimentary-looking snowflake monument thing made out of rocks. All of the rocks on this are covered in snow. They are not like exact copies of rocks or anything. They're just generally arranged in such a way that it goes upwards as well, so it peaks in the center. From the top, it looks like a kind of a snowflake or a star. However, 4 of the rocks have almost no snow on them.
I guess I'm rather intrigued by that, so I go to the one closest to me.
Oh,
And I
that's
inspect
interesting.
it.
I do the same. I go to the one closest to me.
All right, Bo and
I'm-
Ellie, give me investigation checks.
Mumble a little bit about how
With
it
disadvantage,
is to make an old woman walk all the way around. It's just super rude.
I got 20.
All the way around to the other side.
20 and an 11. the rocks that are not covered in snow are quite flat. They're much lower to the ground. They look more like a pedestal or something, more like a tree stump in shape, but they would still be rocks. The rest of the rocks look like kind of like they're supposed to be shaped. Oh, you notice this, but Ellie, you notice something else. There's writing on varying parts of the larger rocks. It's hard to make out at first because of the snow, but where it's on the side, you can see that there is strange etchings in languages that you might not recognize. Roll me a D3. Yeah, you see some writing maybe if we're looking here on this side of this larger rock here.
Okay.
There just appears to be scripture running around that large rock in the center. It's certainly like a language or writing or something. It looks very strange to you. I'm not sure if you would instantly recognize it, but there's certainly writing on the inside of this, the largest of the rocks at the center.
Hey, Bo, do you think you could take off the snow from the rock right there? And I point to the large one.
I mean, I could do it with all of them with pleasure. And
Yeah, we might need that.
I clap my hands, and with the vibration, it manages to shake off all the snow from the rocks.
Shake off all the snow. You see immediately that the rocks begin to ice over and freeze again with the cold and the snow around, not including the ones that are smaller at your feet. But you now see all of this scripture. Let's see who's standing where. I guess everyone roll me... Well, no. Sooner roll me a D2.
Right. 1.
Okay. What languages do you speak?
Oh dear.
You don't have to say it if you want to write it.
Not some good. Right. One moment.
And actually, Ori, you can read the writing that's on this side of the rock. That
I
Ellie
can?
was
Okay.
looking at. Yeah. It's in Infernal, which is the language of the Tieflings.
What does it say?
And Suna, you can't read the writing on your side of the rock.
Oh, interesting.
And Bo, you can see at the top edge of this rock, maybe around this end here, you can see some words that you do recognize in Elvish.
I can't see what this says. There's some scripture here, some writing.
Yeah, I see some here too, and I think it's Elvish.
Oh, that explains why I can't read it then.
I think we each have our own stone.
I don't know mine, right?
You can't read it now.
Okay, well, I don't know what this one says, so
Well, this one's not mine, I guess, then maybe. I'll
gonna
move
walk
over to
over
another
here.
one.
to Suna.
Can I try to read mine?
The top end, the top side of it. You can make out a few words. Yeah, you can see the word time, you can see ticking, you can see the word like, but you'd have to re-maneuver yourself around.
All right, I'll do just that.
Yeah, from somewhere like here at the top, you can read one sentence that says, winter is over in time. And you can see another sentence, but it looks odd, like it's a strange alignment to the lower sentence. Give me a perception or an investigation check, since you're looking quite intently at it. It looks odd. You get the sense that there's something additional going on with the writing, like it's in the wrong place.
This is strange. the stone I'm looking at, it seems to be misplaced. Like it. I don't know. I guess that's why it doesn't make sense. We need to move these stones around somehow.
Right. Can I see what this one says, or is it the same language that I don't know?
You can't read, any of the ones on this side.
Yeah. Does it look like the same language as the other one, though?
No. I think you probably recognize Elvish or Sylvan.
All right.
They're pretty obvious scripts to you, but you don't know. You know what I mean? It'd be like if we saw like a language that we didn't understand in terms of script.
I think it's all in Elvish. Oh, I can't read any of this.
Mine's in Infernal.
But, all right. Maybe I need to have a walk it all the way back over. I've just made full circle now. It's unbelievable.
The side you're at, Ellie,
beginning.
this side you can't read either.
Which one were you looking at, Aura?
I go over here. I just keep walking in a circle as well, grumbling.
Those of you that are moving around the rock will notice that the script is, there's like it seems to be about 6 lines. As you move around, you realize that there's one line of script, even if you can't read it on a top layer, then a second, then third, and it would look like lines, but they're in all different places and placed at different heights and levels on this central rock.
All right.
I'm gonna start looking for like on this pedestal or something for like a lever or something.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Or like,
Disadvantage again.
Okay.
Everyone has disadvantage to roll. Just try and remember, because I will forget.
I will try to remember.
The cold is affecting you, by the way. That's how cold it is. It's literally hard to concentrate. It's making it a little hazy. It's stuffing your mind up a little bit. Your fingers, your toes, whatever exposed parts of you are really starting to freeze over. I think it's especially prominent on you, Bo, and you, Aura. But Ellie and Suna shouldn't really even be able to feel it, and yet you're feeling it pretty much at the same level. 8. It doesn't look like there's anything mechanical going on with this stone that you're looking at. It really does just look like a stone that's placed there and placed carefully, but it looks similar to the other 4. Flat, tree stump kind of looking stone, or if you turned it up it might be like a stone wheel, kind of really rudimentary with no holes, that kind of a thing, but certainly no mechanical elements to it at all.
Which this one in front of me here is Elvish as well, though, right? It's the one Bo was looking at.
So you can tell that there are 2 lines that seem to be in Elvish. It looks like there's 2 lines that are in Infernal, and that there are 2 lines in a script that you don't seem to be able to read.
All right. Well, I think we should perhaps just try to figure out what this says first.
Come over and stand next to them and look at the stone.
Well, from what I've gathered, it says winter is over in time, and time is ticking.
And what does the infernal part say? And do I recognize the other script?
Let's see. As I roll. Okay, so you see a line that says, if all you've known is winter in Infernal. You see a line in Elvish that says, winter is over in time. You see, that's in Elvish. Then you see like a ticking clock in Elvish, and you can make out the heart can get frightfully cold in Infernal. So that is Infernal, Elvish, Elvish, Infernal. And that's the order they're in. Like, it's strange. They don't seem to go together as you read down and work out left to right. There are 2 lines on the other side of this rock as well.
Can I look at the other side of the rock?
Yeah, are you heading around there?
Yes.
You can read this. And it's a strange thing. As you look upon it for the first time, your eyes adjust to the writing. You see just etchings in the rock, quite like calligraphy. Much the Elvish script and Sylvan scripts are quite beautiful and elegant, but in a strange twist, this script appears to you kind of similarly, but then begins to shift even as you look upon it, and it shifts to you into probably common. The script you're witnessing is celestial, and you don't read it like a celestial might, but it does seem to translate itself for you. And you see, let me roll one dice. You see in celestial, to keep a warm heart in winter is the real victory.
Back here it says, there's more writing. It says, to keep a warm heart in winter is the real victory.
I mean, I'd say so.
That's really vague.
Right. Do they all say the same thing? Because I realize this one has some lines that on the other side. On the other side, there are different lines. Sorry, I'm finding it very difficult to focus.
I would come back around, and then because of what Bo has said, I can kind of read all of the lines, including the infernal.
Yep.
So I said this side, it says, if all that I can make out is, if all you've known is winter, winter is over in time, like a ticking clock, the heart can get frightfully cold. And then on the other side, and I'll run over, it says, to keep a warm heart in winter is the real victory.
Right, but I mean, on this rock, the other rocks on the other side didn't have any infernal on them. I couldn't read a thing.
I'll start just making my way around each, as she says that, and I'll check them, and I'll start going from each pillar end, I guess, and
Right.
start looking to see if I can find.
I think it might be maybe telling us a story, and we just might have to rearrange it. I'm not sure, because the heart can get frightfully cold if all you've known is winter. Sounds like a statement to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's obviously probably a meaning behind it. Maybe we have to survive, like you were saying.
Maybe we do have to endure. Well, let's figure out what all the other rocks say first.
And I'll start making my way around to see if I can decode or read any of them.
You can read them all. Those of you that can read Infernal can read the ones that are in Infernal, and those of you that can read Elvish can read the ones in Elvish.
Do they all say the same thing?
What do you mean?
Like each of the rocks? Do they all say the same thing, or is it each one of these rocks has a different one of these
Apparently,
lines on
what
it?
I've gathered is it's like a puzzle, and we got to put it together in order.
The central rock
Right,
has
but
all of the lines on the rock
Right.
arranged from high to low in what looks
Okay.
like 6 sentences, but they're in different places, so you have to walk around the whole thing to look
Right.
upon
So
them.
you were just giving it to us, assuming we had walked around.
So you're just
Got
seeing it as you saw it, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Give me investigation check, Aura, with disadvantage. 'cause you're
I
cold.
try and lift the rock that's right by Ellie, Suna, and myself.
Lift it, just
Yeah.
with your hands.
Yes.
Yeah, give me an athletics check. A 10. Super heavy. Can't lift it at all. Doesn't even budge.
Yeah.
Aura looking around this thing, trying to work out what it is. I mean, it says from top to bottom, if all you've known is winter, winter is over in time, like a ticking clock. The heart can get frightfully cold. To keep a warm heart in winter is the real victory. However, it is in Infernal. Then, you know what? I'm just going to give you this. Witness how it appears to you. Yeah.
Oh, that is very convenient. And the orange writing is infernal.
Okay, so in blue is infernal. In green
right, okay.
is in elven, and in yellow is celestial. That's how you determine that. Aura, as you're moving around the rock, your hand touches one of these things and it begins to glow.
Oh,
that's okay. Is it the time tattoo that's glowing, or is it my hand?
Text. The script.
Oh, the text. Okay. Oh, and I'll leave my hand on the rock. Is the rock warm?
No. But it lights up.
What does it say?
Whichever one you touched. Which one do you think you touched?
Whichever one. We just finished kind of decoding some of the other one. Whatever the next one over would have been.
The next one over from the celestial?
Yes.
Then probably the heart can get frightfully cold.
So it's just repeating itself now.
It looks like it spirals around the rock, kinda. So from the top line is the top line on here. On one side of the rock. Then as you move over to another, you can see that there is elven that goes around, infernal underneath that, and then celestial underneath that. This is extrapolated out from top to bottom. It's a circle. Time
Okay.
is a circle.
Is that what it says?
No, it's just me being weird.
Oh, okay.
Okay. See anything?
It just looks like it's repeating itself, but do you see it's glowing?
What?
It's glowing.
Oh. Well,
When I
perhaps
touch
you
it.
just have to. What?
Oh, maybe I should touch each one and then.
Yeah, but in the right order.
Well, we still don't know what all the other ones say.
I think we do, right? He just laid it out.
Yeah,
for
you know
us.
what they all say.
Okay.
Yeah, they all
Sorry.
say
You know what
that.
they all
I'm
say?
trying
They
to-
just appear to be out of order, I would say.
Yeah.
That's what you've worked
So
out.
perhaps you
Ellie,
just touch
Ellie
them
just
in the
mumble,
right
I
order.
hate this. Anyway, so what if, okay, so the elven ones, I'm gonna go up and try touch.
You touch one?
Yeah.
Which one? Green is elven.
Winter is over in time.
Winter is over in time lights up. The heart can get frightfully cold is already lit up. Where it says winter is over in time, it now says the heart can get frightfully cold. And where it says
Oh, lovely.
the other one, it switches. You can move these around. You actually each have the ability to control those tokens here, these things.
Oh.
You should be able to. Try and just wiggle one. Wiggle your big toe.
So we gotta
you
put
go.
this together in order.
Doesn't rhyme.
No, but it makes sense, you know. If all you've known is winter, the heart can get frightfully cold. To keep a warm heart in winter is the real victory. Like a ticking clock, winter is over in time. Maybe?
Oh yeah, let's try
That
that.
sounds like that could be it.
I read a lot. Although to
Okay,
be fair, it's
so-
mostly smut.
I'm gonna go find like a ticking clock, and if you can find to keep warm heart in winter, maybe we both touch them and they switch.
Right, but I can't. I can't read that. I
Neither
can
can
read
I.
if all you've known is winter and heart frightfully cold business.
Well, then,
I'll do one
Aura?
of those.
Yeah, I can do that, and so I'll rush over to the one that has that and touch it.
Yeah, I'll touch like a ticking clock.
Yeah, you can move these into
Oh, sorry.
whatever order you want to put
I
them
guess
in.
it'd be like that. And then we'd need to switch.
Arrange it however you want. This is now your
We need
little
to-
board to
Oh,
have fun with and arrange how you wish.
yeah, there we go.
Okay. Do you arrange it so that it says, if all you've known is winter, the heart can get frightfully cold. To keep a warm heart in winter is the real victory. Like a ticking clock, winter is over in time.
I
When-
think this might sorry.
When you finish when two of you touch the two panels or the pieces of writing that you wanted it to change to, there doesn't appear to be any immediate change to anything around you.
I think we have some of these out of order still.
It's either out of order or perhaps it is supposed to be arranged like a clock. Right? So if all you've known is winter, the heart can get frightfully cold to keep the blah, blah,
but what
blah,
if...
blah. Right? So that it goes around.
I think we should switch around the heart. If all you've known is winter, I think we should switch around those two.
All right. But
oh, I just put it over the other one. My bad.
oh yes,
nope.
absolutely. That is totally what I meant.
Mhm.
There's also a comma after cold, so it makes more sense.
You can see that?
Yeah.
Man.
Yes. Now it can get
Spotted.
frightfully cold if all you've known is winter. All right. Let me just rearrange all these back then.
Okay. Put them in whatever order you want it to be. So you put them back in the order you just had them in. Or am I crazy?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
Right.
you did.
So can we put them in a circle then, maybe?
No, you guys did change it. The first two switched. The heart can get frightfully cold if all you've known is winter. So that did change, but I think the rest is the same.
Oh wait, you have the heart can get frightfully cold. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm looking at color. It's small on my screen. So you have the heart can get frightfully cold if all you've known is winter. To keep a warm heart in winter is the real victory. Like a ticking clock, winter is over in time.
Right.
No change.
All right. Well, I think we can try the ticking clock, winter is over in time, before the keep a warm heart in winter. And then if that doesn't work, we should try to arrange it like a clock, perhaps. Whew.
So since the way that it's set up now, nothing happens, right, Brad?
The way that you had it set up previously, yeah. Is that what you mean?
No,
like right now, we just changed it.
Right now.
Right.
Let's see. So you went with the heart can get frightfully cold if all you've known is winter. Like a ticking clock, winter is over in time. To keep a warm heart in winter is the real victory. As the final one that you put in place is lit and changed, you see the 4 stones that were flat begin to glow in the same way. All of the text glows and flashes once and then remains where it is. But the 4 pedestal things at the 4 of 6 points of this star now begin to glow. So these rocks, which were the only ones not covered in snow originally, everything is once again beginning to cover in snow. And just so you know the order, it is this.
I stand on one of the glowy rocks.
All right. Which one?
The one next to me. The one right here.
Okay. Please
Are
stand
you
on
going to
one.
make me walk again?
Oh, fine. Okay, I go
Way
stand
down.
on this one.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, actually, I help Sauna up, then I go
Thank you.
stand on it.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Go around.
Sorry, I'm very cold. I'm not used to being this cold, and so I might be a little bit crabby. I apologize.
And then, Ori, you stand on the last pedestal?
Yeah, after they all settle, I'll just go to whatever one's left.
Okay. Yeah, you each stand on a pedestal. They remain lit up as you stand on them. They flash once as you see Aura stand on the final pedestal here.
Okay, nothing happened, but it did flash.
lucky?
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
we're out of order?
What? Well, I think. Do we have to chant the words? I don't know.
Oh, that's a good idea. You want to chant it together?
Okay.
Kind of weird, but
Like
okay.
a coven?
Oh,
Again, that's kind of weird, but okay. I'll do it.
Maybe we're supposed to do one at a time. The lines one at a time?
There's only...
Oh, right.
There's
That makes
6
sense.
lines.
Right. Sorry.
I think we should do it together.
All right.
Try it together. No, I mean, it doesn't hurt.
All right.
All right.
Ready?
Are you going to count us down? Oh, right.
Okay, I'm gonna count us down.
Yeah, Bo, count us down.
3, 2, 1.
I'm sorry, but do we go on the one, or is it... Is it go?
Yes, we go on
I
one.
think if somebody starts, we all just join in together. Right.
Okay.
We can do that too.
Right?
Wait,
Okay.
this is Aura's door. You start it.
All right, Aura, your lead.
Wait, do you want me to just start talking?
Please just count
Yes,
us
just
down
go.
and start talking.
Oh, 3, 2, 1.
The heart can get frightfully cold if all you know is winter.
Like
a ticking clock, winter is over in time. Keep up.
Keep a warm heart.
Warm heart in
winter
Winter
is the real victory.
Victory.
Oh,
I'll say it was close enough.
that happens, and no change.
What? I don't think it worked.
No, I don't think it.
Brilliant deduction.
Here, what if I read it in Infernal or speak it in Infernal, and then Bo, you in Elvish, and then I say it in the last language.
I don't think reading this out loud is gonna help. We tried it once. I don't think even reading it.
Maybe we're on the wrong pedestal. I look down. Are they glowing like a specific color or anything? Like symbols on it?
No, but it did flash when all of you got on. Well,
Did
when
we
Aura
just
got on the last
get on in
pedestal.
the wrong order?
I feel like maybe we got on in the wrong order, or maybe we're on the wrong one.
Okay. I'll look down at my stone. Is there anything I notice about it that
No.
would indicate? Okay.
It's glowing. It's glowing lightly. It's not like a, tiny sun or anything, but it's
But
glowing
I
as
think
if
we should
it's
just get order.
activated.
Get on in order of a clock. The way the clock goes. That's in order, right? It's over in time.
Okay.
So
Let's
we
do
just
that.
Get order. Get off this stupid rock.
I'll step off my stone. Is anyone? But before I do that, I look around really quick. Can I see them all? Can I see their feet?
Yeah.
Are any of the stones glowing brighter than my stone?
No, they look about the
Okay.
same.
Okay. Maybe one stone's special for us. Maybe it'll glow brighter if we're on the right stone. But let's try the clock thing first.
All right.
I get off my stone.
Same.
Is everybody clear?
Yes.
All right. So who's first? I think that's me.
Okay. And then Ellie, and then Bo, and then me.
Yeah.
All right. I'm on. I'm up.
I step on.
If you press
Step on
control,
Q.
you can move your token to wherever you want. No, alt, sorry.
Oops.
It lets you move it onto half squares. Really, you don't need squares. I can just remove the grid. Each of you steps onto the stones. When you see, so you go Suna, then Ellie, then Bo, and Aura steps onto her stone, and the stones flash the same way as they did before. Remain glowing at the same stable light.
Oh,
Let's try mixing up the stones.
frustrating.
I'm sorry. I don't know why all my stuff is puzzles. And then I'll run over to Suna, and can I try your stone?
What? Absolutely. Just help me off of it.
And I'll help her down,
Thank you.
and then I'll step on this stone and see if anything's different.
Okay. Sooner do you switch? Do you not?
I've got to walk. I'm all cold way over here. I'm an old woman, and I
Do you want me to carry you, Suda?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Stupid winter puzzle. I hate snow.
Is Bo on his stone? I only ask because your token isn't, but...
Oh yeah, I'm back on.
Okay. So...
I would have Ellie offer to carry you, but Ellie's kind of small.
So, do you try and stand on in any order, or did Aura and Suna just switch, I mean? Did Bo and Ellie get off stones? I don't know if you two getting off of the stones was represented by the tokens or not, so...
Oh, I'm on now. I was off, but now I'm on.
Okay. So do you get on in the same way, so that
Yes.
Aura, then Ellie, then Bo, then Suna steps on?
I do whatever they say, because I'm cold.
I am also cold and grumpy.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Okay.
Tell me what to do, and I'll do it.
So as Suna steps onto her stone, they flash and remain stable again. In what looks like the same way.
But
Can I look around and see if there's something else glowing, or there's like a thing on the big rock in the middle?
You can give me a perception or an investigation check, and you have disadvantage.
I would like to do this too, though.
Yep.
Ugh, fine.
Dang, that would have been a good roll.
Really doesn't appear to be anything else going on. No. This appears to be all that there is. 23 on the perception.
Nope. I need a disadvantage, so 9.
9, same. Doesn't really appear to be anything else happening here. Yeah, that's it. What you see is what you see. On an 11, same for you, Bo. Really does just appear to be the only thing happening is the glowing pedestal that flashes when you step on it. As a 4.
What if... Oh, can you make a giant igloo around this so we can stay warm? And maybe that has something to do with it. Keep a warm heart in winter. Maybe we just need to be warm.
Good
And
idea.
okay, all right. I'll try and do that. So with my ability to harness snow, I then form an igloo around us, giving us some warmth from the harsh winds coming in.
Okay. Probably going to take a little while.
Yeah, that's probably gonna take a while.
You
So
begin.
I'm out there with my hands out and just meditating almost.
Okay. Bo
I will
begins
try to
forming a
help.
pretty large igloo. It has to be, and this isn't necessarily exactly to scale, but for the sake of argument, it has to be like 75 foot across.
Holy crap.
It's going to be pretty
oh my
big.
God.
It's a decent sized.
I've got
natural
time start
monument.
on this side, though.
Have you got time?
Just
Very
kidding.
cold.
would... While Bo's like magicking an igloo together, can I try to start a fire on my stone?
Yes, how?
I didn't get that far.
I light myself on fire. No, I'm just kidding.
Do I have any like
already undead.
I probably have it in my bag, like some sticks. I mean,
You
I
got
like
an
to
old
survive
school survival.
old school, like, I mean, just because I think with my skill set,
You can definitely start
Yeah.
a fire with 2 sticks, but you need like kindling, dry leaves or
I
twigs.
have kindling.
You need, yeah, okay. You sure?
What about magic fingers over there?
Oh, I have a
pointed to it,
tinder
huh?
box.
You do have a tinderbox. That's
You don't
true.
have
I like to
Do you
use
have
my
any-
tinder box.
fire in those fingers of yours? Maybe?
Which magic fingers are you pointing at?
Suna.
What? I can't hear you.
Technically,
all the way
you're all
across
magic
this
fingers as well.
fucking
Fire!
snowflake.
Can you fire?
What?
Oh my god, she's gonna make me walk over there. I walk over there. I go,
So
can you fire?
What? Yeah. Well, yes. What do you want me to? What would you want me to fire?
We good
Or is in the
idea.
background with a little tinderbox trying to, with 2 pieces of flint. And
Oh, right.
well, I have torches too, so I probably take a torch out and it's laying
Trying
on the
to
rock,
light-
and I've got my tinder box like I'm
It's
trying to light
snowing
it.
as well, remember, and so there's like wet snow hitting the torch.
Does it work?
I guess give me a survival check with disadvantage.
But I'm a survivalist. Can I?
Under any other circumstance, yes, but not now because it's the terrible conditions
Magical
you're in,
disadvantage.
plus the
Yeah.
horrible coldness. 6, it's just not happening. The small flint thing, the torch, the snow, the cold, your numb fingers, it's a nightmare situation to try and get this going. You are not getting nothing. Then there is a magical explosion of fire. And you do
Yes.
this on the torch.
Yes.
Okay. You actually have disadvantage on that, so roll twice.
All right. Someone's going to die. So we're all clear. Oh, for Christ's sake.
Ooh, 14. Firebolt comes in. You see this firebolt launch over towards you, and Aura, you step back quickly as it strikes the rock with the torch on it. You see the fire hit the torch. The fire doesn't ignite the torch. The fire goes out immediately upon contact with the rock, with the torch.
Did it work?
It immediately goes out?
Yeah.
It didn't. No, it lit and then it went out. I thought maybe because of warm heart, maybe we had to like light fires on these instead of us being on them.
Whoa! I will cast it on the middle one. The heart of the snowflake, I guess.
You
If I
cast
can.
firebolt on the center of the snowflake.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, give me an attack roll disadvantage again. 15. You fire another firebolt at the center of this thing. There's a decent amount of ice and snow which has been creeping over this rock where the writing is. The firebolt hits the rock and again it is just immediately extinguished as soon as it makes contact. You see it go off, you feel the magic spell happen, you see the firebolt launch, but as it hits its target, it just...
I hate this. I hate it. I have no answers.
Yeah, I don't have any answers
Okay.
either.
How did it
Oh, are you
start
almost
with
done? How's Bo doing?
I'm concentrating. I'm trying to.
Bo's made like a 5-foot wall around the whole area. It's gonna take a little
Jeez.
while yet.
What's that, Aura? I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. I was talking into like where the blizzard was blowing, so you couldn't hear what I was saying.
Right.
The heart can be frightfully cold if you all you've known is winter. Like a ticking clock, winter is over in time. To keep a warm heart in winter is the real victory. Oh, and then I look at my hand and I try to accelerate time. Or can I do something with time magic to make things pass by faster?
What do you... Well, you tell me, can you? What time spells do you have and what time ability are you trying to use? And on what and how?
The ones that I have give special skills in my head. Is there a way we can make time go faster? And I look over at Suna.
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe we have to pass time and I'm not sure. I don't know if there's something that means something because of what we're able to do. And I look at my tattoo. Is it doing anything?
No. Not if you're not casting any spells.
I don't know. Maybe it was a bad idea. I just thought maybe when you read this, it says like a ticking clock, winter is over in time. It just seems kind of coincidental that I can mess with time.
I don't know. I don't know, Aura. I just know I'm cold.
I'm working on it.
You're each getting colder and colder.
I start running around in circles.
Okay, you start running around in circles, but it's not doing a hell of a lot. Do you even have pumping blood? We don't know.
I do have the winter's clothes, though.
Yeah, it's not helping. You have immunity
place
to cold, and it's not
sucks.
helping, so it's awful. It gets colder. You guys kind of jumping on these rocks, moving around. Bo very slowly moving around, trying to maneuver ice and snow, of which there's plenty of it, pulling it from the sky or from the ground, and just kind of forming this igloo slowly around you. It's building up. It's maybe like 10 feet high, but because it's such a large circumference he's having to make, it's taking a long time. Each of you roll me Constitution saving throws, please. And you have disadvantage unless you can give me a reason you don't.
Because I have immunity, so maybe it's less.
Under any other circumstance, that would be true.
My mother is a fucking wind genie.
I have resistance to cold damage.
Oh,
Yep.
that makes sense.
Under any other circumstances, that would be true. But here, all resistances to cold have been removed from all of you.
Okay.
Oof. One fail in there. So Bo with the 20, Ellie with the 13, Suna with the 16, and Aura, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion. So,
Oh dear.
you kind of technically have exhaustion, because it gives you this advantage on ability checks, which is what you've already got. But it is, just remember, you have exhaustion on top of this. So if this were all to magically go away, your exhaustion would remain. You're getting so cold now that it's starting to affect you in a bad way. Okay, everyone give me investigation checks with disadvantage. Seven, 10, 13, and a natural 1, 4 from Aura. Aura's probably half asleep from the cold. Suna, your unicorn moves into the area where you are. Whatever you're doing, the unicorn moves up to where you are and extends its wings out and then leans down towards where you are as if to beckon you onto its back.
All right. I don't think we can leave, but you should probably go so you don't die here in the flippin' cold.
Bats its wings and remains in position, half knelt down.
All right. Calm down. I'm just ornery. I'm sorry. It's very cold and my heart is growing cold. It is quite a challenge to keep a warm heart in this fucking weather. And I'll climb onto the...
I think the unicorn would like it if you swore cursed in its presence. Just is a celestial. The unicorn takes flight. It does 2 or 3 circles around the outside of Bo's building igloo, and then flies up into the sky. Looking down from above, give me a perception check with disadvantage. Wow. 7. You can see Bo kind of moving around the edge. You can see the snow creeping in on the area that you're at. You can see Aura moving sluggishly about, and Ellie keeps kind of running in little dashes and jogging on spot and trying to keep warm. Doesn't seem to be doing a lot. The unicorn, give me an animal handling check. For this one, you don't have disadvantage, but you don't have advantage either.
All right. 21.
A 21. The unicorn flies directly upwards and then directly downwards and spreads its wings out. The 3 of you on the ground, is anyone looking at this display?
Oh, I think Ellie would be watching that for sure.
I'm focused.
Give me perception checks.
Can I do one, or am I like
If
yawning
you're-
and falling asleep on the
If you're
ground?
watching the thing,
Yeah.
the display here. 15, 5, 13. The unicorn spreads its wings out, and you see it kind of draw in some energy on its wings. Suna, you're holding on. This thing now kind of turns over on itself. You're holding on to the back of the unicorn, and it bats its wings forward. The snow in the area around this thing is hit, and it creates a couple of lines, which I'm just going to put here like this on the on the ground. It clears the snow here, so this is now cleared snow. The unicorn lands now abruptly, galloping along the snow. The other unicorns are all looking at you as a collective, and your unicorn lets you off of its back.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It huffs and moves away from you.
Good boy.
What did it?
Well, look, it created lines. Perhaps you should all maybe try as well.
Okay. And I'm like shivering, and
I honestly have no idea really what it means.
I'll
Except
try
that
it.
it looks more like a clock to me.
Just to like save my energy, I don't say really anything else, but I go over to my unicorn and try to get on its back and see if it'll help.
Give me an animal handling check. Standard, not advantage.
Oh,
17. The as you come over to the unicorn, it allows you to come over and interact with it, and as you go to get on its back, it extends its wings and blocks your ability to do so, and then moves around and away from you.
Oh.
wait. So it doesn't let me get on it?
No.
I don't think it wants me to ride it right now.
Well,
What if we put the unicorns near the pedestals?
We could try it.
They seem to know more about this than we do.
what is it about the line?
I'm gonna walk over to the line and try to light it on fire.
The line?
Yeah, I'm gonna go investigate to see if that like there's. I'll push some of the snow around, but I want to see if like.
What's underneath the snow that was cleared? Anything? Just ground.
No, just ground, yeah.
Does it look flammable?
No. Looks like a
Okay.
wet
I'm sorry.
piece of rock.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to like literally take the poem, so I want to light stuff on fire.
Yeah.
Okay? Maybe we just all huddle together, and then I'll warm hearts together.
Well, that sounds lovely, but what I still don't understand this line. Is it a half? Are we supposed to be in the northern half or the southern half, or is it a clock? I don't understand.
Maybe it's a cuddle line.
A cuddle.
You
a
can
cuddle
start to-
line?
I'm starting to look like a little more delirious.
All
Should we all just huddle together? It's a cuddle line.
right, I could maybe go for a cuddle. Perhaps.
And then I turn around and I have my tinderbox out, and I'm just gonna try.
Try and what? Set everyone on
Set
fire
the
while
line
you're
on.
in a...
No. Set the look at the line, get close to it, and see if there's anything that
What
takes.
While she's doing
What
this,
if
I'm already back
only the
at
two
my
of you?
unicorn trying to like lead it over.
Oh, yeah,
What-
your
what-
unicorn's crazy as well. Give me an animal handling check with disadvantage.
No, my unicorn loves me.
It does, but it doesn't mean he's not crazy.
I'm gonna cry.
What if two of us get on one side and not the other? Perhaps it's spring, summer, fall, winter. Is this a compass? Perhaps it's a compass.
Ellie, your unicorn kind of butt shoves you away from it.
Oh, come on, I'm cold. Right, you're not supposed to. You have nothing to do with that. We're the ones supposed to be on there.
The unicorn's wings extend upwards, like, and it's
Yeah, I get it. You're a
mean looking,
badass.
and it
Fine.
brings its
Yep,
wings
yep.
back in and turns around in a few circles and heads over towards where the other unicorns are.
Ugh,
All four of
pain in
them
my
are still looking at the four of you.
I don't like the way they're looking at us. I think they know they're.
I think we're wasting our time, and we need to just figure this out. Stand on the things in order, in the correct order.
I try to get my unicorn's attention. Joanne, I need you for a second. Come here, horsey.
Give me an
Pardon?
insight check with
Oh no.
with just a normal insight check.
Okay. Ooh. All right. Inside. 15.
60-40 shot that if you go near Joanne's going to kick you off the mountain.
All right, I am gonna stay far away from Joanne. I see that look she's given me. It is, it's like stabs right into my heart. I'm just gonna back away. So much for that plan. I was gonna have my unicorn come on over to the rock and sniff it, maybe see if I don't know. Maybe they'd have something to do with it. I don't know.
But mine was trying to tell us something by making the line in the snow.
At least yours is nice enough to do that. The rest
What
of
is it
ours
trying
is
to tell me? I'm an idiot. It's useless if I don't understand what it's trying to tell us. Sorry, Bo.
No, it's
Whoa.
fine.
While I'm trying to light this thing on fire, I realize it's not working. Can I touched stuff before and it glowed. Can I touch this ground and see if it glows or something?
You can touch the ground that's missing.
Well, like where Suna's unicorn like cleared.
Oh,
Yeah, you can touch it. Nothing happens. No, the pedestals have been
Okay.
glowing this entire time. By the way, that nothing changed there.
I don't know.
Well, I think it has to do with the pedestals. I don't know what we're supposed to do with them. I don't know what the lines mean. Maybe we just do we all just move around and touch the circles to see if they light up different.
I'll just stand here. Does it feel like there's anything over here?
No.
I don't know what it was trying to tell me.
I'm gonna run around the whole thing and I'm gonna step on each pedestal to see if one of them lights up brighter or does something different than the others.
Yeah, you do that. That doesn't seem to change anything. No.
Okay. You just hear Aura laughing on like the other side, just like
Joker laughing.
giggling. I don't know what we're supposed to do with this thing.
What about it? Me either. Maybe take a nap. Maybe that's what I think we're just
No, that's the opposite of what you're supposed to do.
right.
I walk. Maybe we need to switch around. So, what's the text that you could understand, Una?
The cold heart business.
Maybe you're supposed to stand first. Bo and I second and third, or last.
Well,
Bo and I can understand the Elven. And if it's based off a clock, which way's north, Brad? Would it be where Aura is?
Let's
Do we have
say
a clue?
yes.
then if you're first, Una, you would be where you originally were.
All right. Well, good. Grumble, grumble.
Bo and I would be right here as the elves, and then Aura would be last on the clock. I would step on. In order, that is.
Maybe I should just cut my heart out and put it on the pedestal.
As
Oh,
you
let's not get that just dressed.
step on the pedestals, who steps on last?
Say Aura, right?
Aura.
Yeah,
Aura?
I would.
They flash in the same way as they did before.
Ellie, but why don't you two switch?
Okay. All right.
What-
let's
wait.
Switcheroo. What?
Oh, never mind.
Maybe we gotta step in or maybe we step on at the same time.
Oh.
That is a good idea. Do you
All
want to
right.
count us down again?
Yeah, or count us down again. On
Okay,
one.
3.
One.
Sorry. Yes, on 3. No, on 1. Go on.
3, 2, 1, and then I'll jump on stone.
Okay, you all jump onto the stones, and the stones flash once.
I don't get it. Are we okay? I'm gonna try and get up and push my stone or something
Gonna lose
Okay.
it.
Give me an athletics check.
with disadvantage.
Yes.
9.
9. Same as Bo. Like, you try and move in this thing, try moving it around. It's either unbelievably heavy or immovable.
I'm gonna try then and climb onto the next stone.
Okay, give me a dexterity. Give me an acrobatics check.
Christ.
Disadvantage again.
13.
13. You do so, but it's hard. This isn't a flat stone. It's covered in ice and wetness, and it's kind of hard to stand on. Ellie's kind of wobbling around up there, which is kind of scary for Ellie, and eventually you probably stabilize yourself. Certainly nothing happens.
Dang
Nothing
it.
flashes or
I
anything.
go back. Gosh.
Oh my.
There's
All right. Well, let's start from the
Maybe-
beginning.
mm-hmm.
What was the poem again?
It was the heart can get frightfully cold
Ooh,
if all
give me a
you've
perception
known
check.
is winter. Give me a second. I may not remember as well as I thought. Okay.
Sorry. Perception.
All of us?
Disadvantage.
Yeah, and all of you, if you want, everyone. Bo just keeps going. Yeah, if all you know is when it keeps speaking. Ellie, Sauna, and Sauna. You see as Bo speaks, when he says the heart can get frightfully cold, it lights up, and then he says, if all you've known is winter, and it stops being lit up again, and he keeps speaking through it.
Wait. Oh, did you see that?
See what?
It lit up, but then you
Stop.
kept talking and it stopped lighting up. So
Oh,
this time
no.
you need to shut up after the first one.
Okay, just the first line.
Okay. I'll say just the first line. The heart can get frightfully cold.
I'd like to,
All you've known is winter.
I'd like to say that I pointed
Hold
this
on.
out earlier.
Yeah,
I would like to say that I suggested this earlier.
When Bo says the heart can get frightfully cold, it lights up. When Sauna says if all you've known is winter, it stops being lit up. Nothing else lights up.
No, you need to let it go clockwise. I'm
Right,
clockwise.
I was just testing, maybe in my
Yeah.
excitement.
Okay,
Sorry.
Bo, go again.
Go ahead,
Ready?
Bo.
Okay. The heart can get frightfully cold.
Lights
If
up.
all you've known is winter.
The heart can get frightfully cold actually doesn't. It turns off again, and if all you've known is winter doesn't light up.
I turned off again?
Yes.
Maybe we start at Sauna?
But when I say anything, nothing lights up. If they did what? Right?
Let's try again. Just you start it.
The heart can get frightfully cold.
Does it light up?
It lights up.
Bo.
If all you've known is winter.
The heart can get frightfully cold is lit up, and if all you've known is winter is lit up.
Like a ticking clock?
Then they both are not lit up anymore.
You gotta be kidding me!
No, this is all right. This is all right. This is all right. We just have to figure out what order. I see. Maybe that's what the line was for. All right. I'll try again. The heart can get frightfully cold.
Lights up.
If all you've known is winter.
Lights
I
up.
point to Aura.
Like a ticking clock?
They both unlight.
Fuck.
Maybe you two just need to be the ones to say
Remember how we, I think it's to keep a warm heart in winter. Remember, these were mixed up. We're still reading it like the way we found it, but when we solved the puzzle,
That is correct.
yes,
They were
we had
reversed.
Yeah,
So maybe we say our lines and then you say that to keep a warm heart in winter is the real victory, and then like a ticking clock, winter is over in time. Right. So the heart can get frightfully cold.
if all you've known is winter.
Lights up. Lights up.
So I point to my heart.
I don't have a heart.
I point to Aura.
Oh.
to keep a warm heart in winter.
They both stop being lit up. 2 unicorns are moving around. Let's say it's probably, I would imagine it's probably, Ellie, your unicorn moves around to the side where Aura and you are. And Sauna, your unicorn moves around. And they stand on the edges of where these lines are. Here. And they... In fact, Sauna and Ellie give me insight checks.
All right.
Still disadvantage, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna ask. 19.
Yeah, fine. Yeah. They give you a scornful look, and then both of them extend their wings, and they create a small gust of wind, which fills in the lines of snow, covering them again, removing those 2 lines, and then they walk around in a circle around again, and then move away from the area.
Thanks for the help.
Yeah,
Thanks. I appreciate it. I think that was help, right?
Maybe that's all the line was. Maybe they were just trying to tell us to say the line. Could you imagine?
It wasn't very clear. I appreciate the help, but it wasn't clear.
It was a very good line, though. Like
All I
straight.
understood from it was that there could possibly be a divide.
Maybe we should just say a different line entirely. You know, like a ticking clock.
Nothing happens.
Maybe you two should just say it. Why don't you try the next line? One of you.
What if we just skip? What if we just skip a line?
Oh. All right. It's worth a shot.
So we do the first 2 like you guys did, because every time you guys say that, it lights up, and then we skip a line?
All right. The heart can get frightfully cold. I
Lights
feel
up.
like I'm in a play.
If all you've known is winter.
Lights up.
Winter is over in time.
Lights up. And like a ticking clock, lights up.
And then... Or I think that's where you say the next line.
But skipped one, right?
Which one do I say?
The very
Try
last
the warm
one.
heart one first, and then we can try the last one next. We're getting progress.
But they put a line there. All right.
Close. It's true. The warm
You want
heart.
me to do the heart
warm
one?
heart.
Okay. Oh, to keep a warm heart in winter.
Lights up. And then a moment later, the final line lights up. And that's where we're going to a break.
We did it!
This is why I don't do puzzles. Man, you did it. You were so close. Like, you all stood on the things. Let me tell you the clues. When you solved the first part and you got them in the right order, they flashed as if to say that was correct. Then when you stood on the pedestals, they flashed as if to tell you that was correct. You were at the next part and you just had to say the lines in order, skipping where. So clockwise, because it's a clock, and the unicorn was trying to tell you it was a clock. You see what I mean? It looks
No,
like
I got that, but I was like,
it looks like a clock with the parts of a clock. And don't ask me how a unicorn knows that. They're clever unicorns. So it
they're
doesn't matter
magical.
who starts. But when you get here, this is a skipped line, right? So it's
Yeah.
line 1, skip a line. Line 2, 3. Line 1, line 2, skip a line. And that's all that is. Because there's 6.6 lines. You say them in order. And it's a clock. You're standing on a clock. It's like a clock. It's fine. It's okay. I blame the unicorns. All right. We're going to go to a short break. You were literally 3 minutes away, by the way, from not solving it.
Wow.
Which was an option. So that's another thing that you would have not enjoyed at all. Let's go to a short break here. Thank you so much for watching. Puzzles, man. Puzzles. I'll never do another one so long as
No, I
live.
love it actually. I thought it was a really good puzzle.
It made sense to me, and then I was like, I don't know how to give you a hint. So what if the unicorn confirms it's a shape of a clock? Because
It did do that. I did think that it confirmed it was the shape of the clock. I was also just
you were so
I
close.
agree. I just
think it
didn't know
was-
what it meant. I thought maybe we had to walk around clockwise or something.
You
I just
failed
didn't
the
understand.
first perception checks, and also you
We failed a lot of stuff.
you all said the first line at the same time. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
they'll do it one at a time next, and you never did.
I suggested that.
I know. I was
just
like,
saying.
do it, and then you didn't do it.
We
so-
eventually did it.
Yeah. It's all
We
good.
got there.
It's all good.
I did
Good
also
job, Bo, on randomly reciting it. And
It was
then
fun.
keeping
I like the
going.
idea that there's like a fucking 6-foot wall around you at the moment in a circle as well, where you were just at your wit's end, like making a snow wall. All right, let me know if you got it in the chat. Probably not. We'll see. No more puzzles. That's it. Nothing but combat from here on out. You'll never get another puzzle out of me. Just really, really extremely difficult.
I
combat.
really liked it. I still really
Okay.
liked
I
it.
think
even
it's-
All right.
It would have
It's
been
my own
better if we
anxiety
didn't have
kicking in.
disadvantage on everything, because then we
Yeah.
wouldn't have maybe failed. But
Well, the point
No, I
of the
thought it was fun.
disadvantage is that if you don't solve it in time, you keep the disadvantage on everything for the next part, which is after the
wow.
break. So,
Yeah. Also, I thought it was an amazing puzzle as well.
did
And
too.
there were moments where I was like, I think this is what we're supposed to do, but I don't think Suna would know that because you specifically said we can't concentrate. So I
right,
was
yeah, it's just
purposely
to justify
kind
the
of like
disadvantage,
not really focusing too much on it.
but- okay.
I was also suffering from hypothermia, so
Yeah.
You still have
Like,
it as
okay.
well. You still have your
Cool.
exhaustion. Whereas the rest of you will not when we come back. All right. Well, going to a short break. Go pee. Go
Yes.
pet the unicorn. Well, that sounds like a euphemism. And
Oh, mine hates me.
Don't take
Mine
too
too.
long. They
Mine
don't hate
probably hates
you.
me now.
I don't think. They
And
just
Joanna's like, you can't sit with us.
they're just like, if you don't solve this thing in a minute, we're cold. They're cold too, right?
I felt judged by the unicorns. I
Oh,
won't
you
lie.
were.
Me too.
You were judged.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I
They
felt it.
are not that intelligent, but they worked it out. They also know what a clock is, and they're from a celestial forest where there isn't any man-made stuff at all.
They're gods, okay?
So, come on. Anyway, that entire puzzle was brought to you by Piranha Plant. Piranha Plant made that, and that's not true, but that's what I will be saying from now on. So, short break, return after the break, and we will continue with the next part. See you soon. Hello, welcome back to the second part of today's episode of Dying Water. So, as you guys were flying towards the mountain, you briefly recognized an image in the storm that surrounds the mountain. As you got closer and closer, there was a moment where you witnessed a face, or an expression, or a creature, a sort of thing within the clouds, within the storm itself. As you guys see the final line light up, all four of you feel immediately better, as the magical element of the storm, which is keeping you cold and is affecting you and whittling down your energy reserves, is lifted. You break that spell by completing this trial here. Your whoever is resistant to cold is resistant again. All of your things come back. You're no longer disadvantaged on everything and all of that. Those of you that don't feel cold are immediately back to however it is you're used to feeling, whatever temperature that is. Or you'll still feel cold. It's still cold here. I think, Bo, do you have a resistance to cold, or is it just you're just good at maneuvering it? I can't remember if you
I don't think I do.
I don't think you have the
resistance. I'm just good at maneuvering it.
So the same for you. It's still cold, like you're on a cold mountain peak. in terms of normal temperature, but there's no magical cold that's biting into you and magically affecting you in any way now. Ellie and Una, you immediately go back to whatever non-cold sensation you get, whatever temperate feels correct. Ori, you're still exhausted though. The effects of what was happening up here and the exertion has affected you in such a way that you are still exhausted. So that's just ability checks when you're making ability checks. So you shouldn't have... so that's just when you do like an investigation check or something like that. Okay? It's not attack rolls. It's not saving throws, that kind of thing. The unicorns immediately start shuffling around. The spell is broken. The light of the pedestal fades. The light of the scripture on the stone fades. And in fact, the words disappear. The stones return to more kind of standard-looking stones. And the face appears in the storm once again. It is immediate. So all of these things take effect instantly. The snow that is creating the storm around you thickens. But the snow that's on the ground, including that Bo was using to create the wall, is lifted into the air around you as there's a sense of pressure that fills the air. The storm lifts for a moment entirely as all of the snow lifts from the ground and becomes a much thicker and localized storm. Now it really does look like you're inside the eye of the storm here, inside of a cyclone of mist and cold. This is the first time you've ever heard this battle music, isn't it? As you do so, the face, this kind of strange looking image, appears in the storm itself. It's not necessarily a human face. It looks more like a cat or maybe like a dog or one of those like weird dog cat hybrids, like a hyena or something like that. It's bestial in nature. Yes, exactly. The face, however, on this animalistic thing looks very angry, rageful. The storm swells, and then crawling out from the mist, from the snow, from the storm is a secondary, much more localized storm, which takes the form of kind of a half cat, half storm, not really entirely corporeal thing that crawls forward, drags itself from the cyclone around you, and forms into a very large-looking, vaguely cat-shaped storm creature. The unicorns suddenly start running towards where you are. You four can react however you want, but this thing immediately starts firing icicles towards where you are, and I'm gonna need some initiatives. Now, you also have a unicorn. Each of you has a unicorn, which I'm gonna give you control of.
No!
In a second, and you can do like what.
That's why you wanted to know the name. I was like, why does he give a shit?
Yes, and it's now called Soonicorn, so.
Soonicorn!
That's what you get.
Well, I gave you a name.
I know, but then you took it away from me, so now it's called Soonicorn.
Oh.
So, I will roll for each of your unicorns and this creature, which has appeared now. As the creature starts throwing ice daggers at you, each of your unicorns whisks you up, grabbing you and using a wing to buffet you up onto its back in an awkward way and move you away from these ice shards that suddenly start peppering the area, destroying the stone monument in the center. You're all split up. and moved out of the way of this cat-like mist raging storm creature that formulates where the monument was. All 4 of you now standing at different points around it, each of you with a unicorn. What's your question?
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Are we about to fight on unicorns?
If you want.
What?
It's up to you. As I said, you can do what you want with your unicorns. Each of your unicorns goes on its own independent turn, but you will get the the sheet. So you'll get so you remember when you guys were
Airborne battle.
skeletons? Oh god, I've done it twice. You know when you played as skeletons and you had the
Yes.
thing?
Yes, we were
that
able to
again.
control, and then we had the NPC sheet.
You will get that again in 1 second once I've done
All
this.
right.
Remember when I said there's going to be a point where I need you all to fill time? This is it.
Yes. All right. Joanne? Question mark.
Joanne question mark, because
I love
Not
it.
really,
That's the
it's not
name.
I
really
love
its
it.
name.
That's
Sunicorn
its
is
name.
quite lovely. I quite like it. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I wish I had thought of it.
This is Auril, goddess of winter, that you're fighting.
All right.
So when I mention Auril, that's why. Okay, so unicorn.
Unicorn!
Players.
I knew you were the last.
So you should have. Oh no, maybe not. Hold on. Can be.
That is a
edited by-
beautiful unicorn.
There we go. So when you go onto your character, do you see the unicorn thing? You should see that there's
Yes.
character sheet here, and you'll see that it has all of these moves that it can do. Now this is some hardcore shit. Welcome to the end game. These
my.
unicorns are awesome. They have an AC of 12. They have 67 HP. They can do a move called charge, so you have to read what it does. They can do spell casting. They can cast spells, which are at the bottom there. Their general actions are to
Holy
hit
shit.
twice. They can hit with their hooves, and then the horn. They can do a thing called healing touch, and they can do that 3 times. And they can teleport once. They also have stuff called legendary actions, which means it can go at the end of anyone else's turn. It can do a legendary action. You lot are going to be spamming moves, okay? That's what
All
you
right.
can do. The unicorns are hardcore. So give that a quick glance and read over. Feel free to question the fuck out of me as we play. Because it's a lot. It's a
This
lot.
is going to be a hard battle, I assume.
The unicorns are there. So to get on your unicorn, it takes you half movement. To get off the unicorn, it takes half movement. And here we go with some homebrew rules, by the way. Mounted combat has a whole thing that you can do in D&D 5e. In this,
Right.
because the unicorns are extremely independent, basically all it is that you can be on the unicorn or not on the unicorn. You tell
All
me.
right.
The movement of the unicorn is also in there. It can move 50 feet. If you're on the unicorn, let me know. And
I am on my unicorn.
yeah. At the moment, you're not. Each of you
Oh.
was kind of like pushed
Right.
out of the way from being destroyed by icicle damage as the Auril appeared. And your unicorns each took you away from the area, running in, grabbing you, pushing you with a wing, and carrying you to a safe area to the starting points here on the map. So, on the edges of the map, you'll see that there's a great storm. If you go into that storm, you will immediately start taking damage. If you push through the storm, you'll probably die. You can't leave the area here. You're stuck in the middle of a cyclone of cold and horror. The center of the mountain here is not too far up. It's relatively flat, even though it's kind of lumpy looking. So you shouldn't need to worry about fall damage or anything there, but you will need to worry about fall damage if you fall off of a unicorn. Bear that in mind, those of you that might want to fly on the back of the unicorn.
I have
Right.
a question.
Yes.
Do all the unicorns have the same abilities?
Yes.
Okay.
I know you want yours to have a Punisher-esque move where it can summon up an Eldritch
Pulls out
Horror.
a shotgun and starts shooting people.
I was
mean,
this
that would be
close to giving you a nightmare, which is, if you can Google it, just Nightmare 5e D&D. It's basically an evil devil demon unicorn that's on fire, but I was like, I feel like...
That'd be great if during this fight he just set on fire and I'm like, yo, that's what's up.
It almost happened, but no, he's a unicorn. So, the thing that flies in just screeches, throwing icicles everywhere. There's just an immediate eruption of wind and ice and snow. Then these huge shards of ice, like spears, come launching into the area, destroying the snowflake, which is the symbol of Auril, and the creature, which again looks kind of beastly, like a cat, appears in the center. It swirls upwards to its full size, which is not enormous, but pretty big, like a giantish size. Lets out another horrible screech, probably something like... Then we move into combat. Turn order. The
Holy
first thing
shit.
to react here is Zach the unicorn. So you are... You guys are controlling your unicorns, but they also act independently. So it's up to you whether you're directing your unicorn or you're just allowing your unicorn to do its thing. But essentially, you're in control of it outside of that. So what?
I mean, me as the player's in control of it, but I would think that Ellie and Zach would have like enough respect for each other to go do your own thing.
Right.
I think Zach would immediately go in for the attack.
Okay.
That being his kind of nature over the pack of unicorns.
Yeah.
I'm just going to, because this is our first time with unicorns, I'm going to point out that at will the unicorn can pass without trace, which seems like a very good skill.
I don't know what is that? Can I look at it? Okay, I'm gonna look at it. So like okay, I'll do that.
I'm just letting
Pass
us
without
all
trace
know,
is
letting the
really
whole table know.
is more of a bonus to stealth. This thing knows exactly where you all are, including the unicorns.
So what if he starts moving and then goes into pass without trace?
Well,
Like,
as soon
goes
as
into stealth.
if you're in stealth and then you attack, you reveal yourself. Pass
No,
without
I
trace
know.
or not.
No, I think that Zach would make it very obvious he's going in for the attack.
Okay.
So, and I can't move him. So many things to know.
Yes, there is.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't gonna do this, and then on our show on Wednesday, run by PB, she did a time jump and told us 10 minutes before, and I was like, you know what? If she gets to do that, I get to give you a unicorn to learn. And that's
I like it.
back. And that's called vengeance. And it's my prime directive as a human being.
So he would attack with his hooves and then his horn.
So yes, the unicorns can do a multi-attack,
Okay.
which means they can do two things. So essentially, you can just roll. It makes two attacks, one with its hooves and one with its horn. So you click hooves and then horn. A 26 is a hit. A 17 is a miss. So you can click on the attack button next underneath where hooves is, and it will do.
A
13.
17 is a miss? I got a 12, but a 17... Sorry.
Oh wait, no, I read it wrong. There you go. The AC of the
Okay.
creature is 17. 12 is a miss.
So 13 bludgeoning.
13 bludgeoning damage. Let's see here. So, the unicorn runs forward, giving itself a burst of speed with the wings. This huge black unicorn with this Punisher-esque white skull shape on the front of its nose, running forward, suddenly spins and delivers a perfect set of hooves into what would be the centered mass of this storm in the center. But you see those hooves pass through. The creature is affected by it, but you can tell immediately that these sort of physical attacks are not always effective. Wait, yes they are, because unicorns are magical. Let me check. Yes they are, never mind. Bursts of ice. As this thing is struck by these magical hooves, you just see these kind of like shards of ice, the sound of smashing glass as the unicorn hits the center of this thing's mass and deals 13 magical bludgeoning damage to Auril, which lets out another. That will end the unicorn's turn. Oh, wait, hang on. If the unicorn moves at least 20 feet straight forward towards a target and uses a horn attack, which it missed, okay. If your unicorn charges at something and it hits with the horn attack, it will, it gets an extra charge damage.
Wait, okay, so can I, teleport counts as an attack?
Teleport counts as an action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So attacking is also an action, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
So you're done. I'll try and tell you when you can do things if I can remember. But yeah, you're done. It's pretty much just one of those actions or cast a spell. And that'll be the end of it.
I do want to check. He went 25 feet. Can he keep running past?
He can, but the thing will get a free attack on him.
Oh.
Because it will enter the threat range and
Attack
leave
of
it.
opportunity.
Yeah, attack of opportunity. Okay.
Sooner.
All right, I'm just gonna summon a friend to help us. He's a very, very frightening looking, but he's actually all right. So
I think he's cute.
Don't be frightened. I'm talking to my unicorn, the Soonicorn, and then I will summon Toby.
Yes, Toby is now on the sheet. Where do you bring Toby
I
in?
actually summon him right next to this Zach.
Okay.
And I would like to attack with. Oh, I can't yet. But I will roll his initiative. Hold on 1 second.
They don't look too dissimilar. This demonic celestial unicorn and this demonic shadow hound.
Right.
And
Oof,
Toby
frightening.
comes in on a 5. He is in the turn order now. Yep.
Right. Okay. And then I will cast slow on the big creature there.
Okay. Let's see here. So what do I need to do? Whiz save?
Yes. One moment. Yes. Wisdom
Right.
saving throw. Please, for the love of Pete.
23.
Well, yes, I'd say that is passes. Yes, absolutely.
Unfortunately, the slow spell goes off, but this storm is able to weather it.
All right.
What do you do then? It's half of your movement to get on the unicorn.
Yes, then I will get on the unicorn. Absolutely.
I think
And
I
I've
can
already
put
done
you
my bonus
here
action
like
to summon
this.
Toby, so I'm done.
I think I can group you up.
Oh,
Nope,
sorry.
maybe not. You're grouped for me, but not for you. All right. Well, you'll have to move both of your things.
All
What
right.
did you just do? Oh,
I
I
have
see
no
what
idea.
happened. All right, never mind. Yep. This is you on a unicorn like this.
Right.
So when you move, you should just be able to click and drag a box and move everything at once. You can move you and the unicorn, yeah?
Yes, I can move them both, just not at the same time. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
All good then. So, yep, that's your turn.
Yep. Yes, it is.
All right, Aura.
I want to. Okay, let me see. We're on the ground, correct? And this is flying up in the sky.
You are on the ground. This thing is not really in the sky, no. It's kind of just at the highest point of the mountain, which isn't too much further up. But no, I wouldn't say it's really flying. You can fly there.
Okay, I want to cast Clockwork Sphere
Yeah.
towards Oral. I'll put it-
Clockwork Sphere. Let's remind
Hold on.
myself of what it does.
Info? How do I make
Right.
it pop up?
Can I also ask a question about the unicorns?
You
It gets
absolutely
3
can.
legendary actions per turn?
Yes. So
Oh,
3
what?
times at the end of anything else's turn, all of your unicorns can do something.
So we should just be constantly attacking with them.
Well, you can do one of those legendary actions, which, yes, is the hooves if you're close enough, or it can do the
Yeah.
shimmering shield, which is essentially what you saw before, or it can heal itself.
I think Zach would keep attacking.
Yep.
Misses.
Let me do the clockwork sphere. So, let me grab a clockwork-looking sphere for you. And this goes somewhere, right? Read the spell to me again.
I put it in there. It's kind of long. A 5-foot diameter sphere of clockwork appears in an unoccupied space of your choice within range and lasts for the duration. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 2d6 force damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one. As a bonus action, you can move the sphere up to 30 feet. If you ram the sphere into a creature, that creature must make the saving throw against the sphere's damage, and the sphere stops moving this turn. When you move the sphere, you can direct it over barriers up to 5 feet tall and jump it across pits up to 10 feet wide. The sphere sucks in loose small objects not being worn or carried, and it sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Okay, there's the sphere. You should be able to move it. You place it where you want it to be.
Okay. Let me see here. This is the first time I've cast this, so
you guys are super in charge of what you can do at this point, by the way, because you guys can do so much stuff that I can't keep it all in my brain. I will try, but if you do one of these spells, then just shout at me when I don't have it go off or whatever.
Okay,
Because
so what I would...
Yep. It goes there, and I think so that is where you cast it. It appears any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere. So when Auril ends its turn, this thing will pop off. And as a bonus action, you can move it if you want. And yeah, you want to do that right now?
Does it affect Toby and Zach?
Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet must make a dexterity saving throw.
They're further than 5 feet.
Yeah, so I think it would affect them if you put it next to them. I don't think you have the ability to pick people it doesn't harm, which some spells you can do. So yeah, you just have to be aware that it's not next to an ally when you do it.
So I carefully place it next to Auril and far enough away from Toby and Zach. And I'm not going to slam it into Auril. I'm just going to leave it next to this creature.
And this kind of like strange clockwork sphere with like these weird cylinders coming out of it with lines that glow running along it and create light about the thing appears on the ground behind Auril, which is pretty much like half a storm, half a cat-like creature hovering somewhat in the air. It would look more like a traditional genie, right, with the bottom that's all a storm and then a body, but it's still even more incorporeal and wild looking than that. You can see the face doesn't necessarily turn its body, although you probably see it do that in a way. It's more like the face is on one side and then it appears on the back of it as you do this, but at the moment it's certainly more occupied with Zach, which just kicked a chunk out of its center mass area.
Mother.
Okay.
Sorry.
And
I thought something, and then I double checked it, and I was right, and I'm just annoyed that I didn't catch it sooner. That's all.
Okay. Sooner. I get it.
Yes.
You still have bonus action and movement.
Well, do I need to cast this spell or no?
Which spell?
Okay, I guess I was confused. I don't like it. I guess I clicked Clockwork Sphere. I don't need to cast it or anything to make sure it's successful.
Oh no, the creature will do its save at the end of its turn, so that's when it does stuff. Yeah. So you've cast it, which was summoning it, and that's your action, but you still have the rest of your turns.
I'm going to also cast Accelerate on Bow. Okay. So as a bonus action, you may use this to move forward the wheel of time. A targeted friendly creature is allowed to use within 20 feet. Oh, do I have to be closer? Is now allowed to use one additional action.
You do need to be closer.
Okay. Then I'm not going to... I'll just end my turn there.
Okay. Auril's turn. Now, the first thing that happens on Auril's turn is a passive thing. So, I think... Yeah. all creatures within 10 feet, which is Zach and Toby, immediately take this much damage. Ding. 8. So Toby and Zach take 8 cold damage. Remember, you can click on the token and just put -8 in the green circle, and that will do all the math and stuff for you. So your tokens should... I'm hoping the unicorn doesn't do something weird.
No, mine worked.
Okay, nice. The second thing... Yeah, go on.
Sorry, but it's fine.
After he attacks, I'm gonna use one more legendary action. He's gonna immediately try to hoof the guy.
It's not the end of its turn yet, but I will.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
At the end. Okay.
Yeah. The next thing that's gonna happen is a terrible, awful howl of maddening wind as this thing sends out a horrible, maddening sound. Everyone and everything that isn't Auril needs to make a wisdom saving throw. So let's do this with people first. So the 4 of you give me wisdom saving throws. You've got to beat 14.
If I have a favored enemy as Celestials, would I have advantage on that?
I don't think it gives you advantage against saving throws against creatures in combat. No. This is weird. Give me 1 second. Oh wow, yeah, a pop-up. That's what I needed. Website. Thanks so much. Okay, alright. So, who rolled less than a 14? Everyone but Bo. Wow.
Oh.
Roll me a D8.
2.
7.
And Ellie, roll 1D8.
Rolling.
Ellie, command self. Okay, so...
Did it not work? Oh.
This is going to...
I did it wrong.
a 7 as well. Alright.
one
This
more 7.
is going to...
Well, no, never mind. Not
This
woo.
is going to hurt you more than it's... And then you will understand.
I'm gonna stab this guy.
You are going to stab this guy, but unfortunately this guy is Zach. You and Aura go slightly mad. The magical howl of the maddening wind makes you mad and makes you wildly attack the nearest target. So both of you roll me attack rolls against your unicorns. For Aura, I'm guessing that would be a greatsword. For Ellie, that would be a bow, short bow.
Do I have disadvantage because I'm bad when I'm mad? Well, I'm crazy.
I'm afraid not.
Okay. Oh.
8, you miss. You're going insane. You bring this sword around and your unicorn is half in the air as its wings flap once and it leaps above your sword. It gives you a quizzical look. Zach, however, takes an arrow in the ass and takes 10 piercing damage. Ooh. Its wings fly out to its sides and probably lets out a hoarse noise. So,
well, I was gonna do the whole, attack thing, but I think that he'd get to the point where he starts healing himself.
It's still not the end of the turn. So,
oh my gosh, this guy.
Sooner.
Right.
You you basically miss a turn. You are holding on to this thing, but you're babbling incoherently. You're also affected by the madness, but you don't attack anything.
All right.
You just are babbling incoherently for 1 turn here. Now I need whiz saves from all of your unicorns. So just click the whiz button.
They can't be affected by this kind of magic, can they?
Let's see. I think actually maybe they have advantage.
Paralyzed and poisoned, so.
Charm, paralyzed, and poison. This is none of those things, but I do have advantage. So when you roll it, take the higher number. You have to be at 14. All of them do it. None of them are affected by this madness. Those of you that are mad, remain mad, and you do another saving throw at the end of your turn. Okay? So, Ellie, Suna, Aura, you're all still crazy, and on your turn, you do another saving throw, and if you fail again on the start of your next turn, we do another D8 roll. Okay?
What is this considered? The madness?
I don't know. It's not a spell, so it's.
I think she's asking because the unicorns have a calm emotions spell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do. Let's see. What
And
does
I was
calm
wondering
emotions?
the
That's a
same
good
thing
idea,
myself.
yeah. Calm emotions.
Calm emotions. You attempt to suppress strong emotions in a group of people. Each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range must make a charisma saving throw. A creature can choose to fail the saving throw if it wishes. Choose one of the following 2 effects. You can suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed or frightened. When the spell ends, any suppressed effect resumes, provide blah, 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 blah. Alternatively, you can make a target indifferent to a creature of your choice.
I'm gonna say probably you usually can't do this, but this situation is absolutely one where you can do this. So, yes, calm emotions would
Super badass.
would
yes.
work. Yeah. It is the end of this creature's turn. So, unicorns can do legendary actions.
I think Zach's immediately gonna heal himself after getting a blow from Ellie as
Yeah.
well.
Roll a 2d8 plus 2.
Oh, but I thought it would work.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, it doesn't. You're now GM. Now you understand. This is the
9.
bullshit I'm looking at every
Oh.
week as well. 9.
So do I
sorry.
just put a positive 9 in the green button?
Yep, that should do it.
Nope, I made it a 9. Okay.
It should have done a plus 9.
I think
Should
it was
do
like 48. Plus 9. Oh my god, don't make me math, please.
Well, you get to math until the
57.
next thing.
Woo!
Is any other unicorn doing a legendary action?
Yes.
Yep.
We only
Legendary
have
action
one,
is
right?
only hooves, shimmering shield, or heal self. And
Right,
so they cost a
We have
certain
to
amount.
hold it. Yeah, we have to hold it if we want to do more than the hooves, right?
Yeah. Oh, actually,
Right.
yeah. Heal self it costs you 3 legendary actions, so that's
so you
what
have
it
to
is.
hold. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't do it. Well, then I think Zach wouldn't heal then. He'd go back to 48. Nope,
Yeah.
how do I do this?
And do the hooves.
9.
Yeah.
And he'd turn around and he'd try to hit the guy.
Yeah.
18.
That is a hit. Give me the damage.
And he gets 13 bludgeoning.
Another 13. And what is yours doing? Anyone else?
I feel like he got,
Mine will not be doing anything.
he got so angry about the arrow in the butt.
Oh, yeah.
He took it out on the guy.
Oh, yeah. I need to do a dex save for Aurel, which you're going to really enjoy when you see that it is a d20 plus 7. 24, which is also Aurel's dex score. So yeah, that is for the clockwork sphere, and any creature that starts its turn within 5 feet must take a dex save or take 2d6 force damage, which is all it is. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't. It avoids
cast
the
it.
damage. Yeah.
I cast it at the 3rd level.
Okay.
So it says when you cast a spell of the 3rd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d6 for each slot level above 2nd.
It does. So 2d6 force damage on a failed, or half as much damage on a successful. So yeah, so actually it does deal damage. So roll 4d6. Wait, this is a 2nd level, so it's 3d6,
3d6. Okay.
and it will take half the damage.
Oh,
Wow, that was a good roll. So it takes 4 damage.
That was an Irish roll.
oh my god.
That was a top of the morning. So, yes. Keep reminding me of those things. Feel free to just shout at me because there's so much. Joanne? Question mark?
All right. Well, first things first, Joanne's gonna go. Oh, I don't have control over Joanne.
Hold on. You should have control over Joanne. How do you not? How is this? Why? Why do you not have control over Joanne? You should have, so you definitely can't move it.
Nope, I can't move Joanne.
Well, that's no good. Bo, you can control water. You know what? You can't control Joanne, I guess, can you? This is... Can everyone move their unicorns?
Yes.
Apart from Bo?
I can.
Yes.
Joanne's just too sassy for me.
Joanne is super
No,
sassy.
I can't either.
Let me
trying
see if you can control...
I can move Joanne now.
Yeah? Okay, it just says...
I'm not gonna say anything, but you might notice that some people are mad and need calming. I'm just gonna.
That is such table talk, woman.
I would notice if
I
I
don't know
shot
if you
someone. If
would.
someone else shot my unicorn in the ass.
Can't remember what it was. But
Joanne's
was higher than that.
gonna.
Joanne just likes Zach. Let's be real.
And then the other one was called Heartbeat. Yeah.
Joanne's gonna run towards Zach and do a healing touch.
Aww.
Because he's like, what the is going on?
Like that.
My best friends are getting attacked by these heroes. So,
okay.
all right. So regains. Okay. Do I have to make that roll too?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I was trying to... Do you remember
Wait, try
what...
to regain 11. So did it roll right there? Huh.
So you're healing Zach.
Yes.
Alright, so yeah, roll 2d8 plus 2. Yeah. 13, nice.
Cool, nice.
Yes, so you do the healing touch to Zach. And how does that look? What is this unicorn doing?
Well, Joanne immediately rushes towards Zach and bows down a little bit in his direction, Zach's direction, and the horn lights up, and the ground beneath Zach begins to glow and shimmer, and Zach then replenishes some HP.
I think you see Zach, like, his wings kind of like flutter for a moment as it happens, and he gives like a grunt, but then like he's so focused on the target.
It's the end of Giant's turn.
There's not much else he can do.
It's unicorn. And where was Heartbeat in the order? Do you know?
Yeah, it was 3, so I just added it.
Nice.
I added 3 to.
And you can move Heartbeat now?
Yes.
Okay, good. It's unicorn.
Right. Sunicorn will be casting Calm Emotions on me.
Nice.
So hopefully
Yeah.
I don't lose a fucking turn.
I will treat it like a dispel. Yeah, it just removes it calms you down from the kind of maddened, wild, berserk status that you're in, and you stop being a gibbering, blubbering mess, and you're returned to lucidity as this spell is cast from the unicorn that you're on the back of. Well, I assume it kind of begins to move as well, maybe.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
If you guys fly upwards, be aware of how high you are vertically.
Let's go. Let's go over here, 25 feet, and then up in the air, 15 feet.
Okay, so just remember, if you can. Piece of paper.
Right.
Jot it down on a piece of paper.
Right.
Nice. Okay, Ellie, you are Mad.
I attack the nearest person.
You don't, because you did it on the other turn. So actually, you just need to roll me a whiz save. Try and beat a 14.
Whiz save. My strongest feat, actually, 17.
Nice. You do break out of it, but it is the end of your turn.
Okay, fine.
You kind of wildly look around. You've got an arrow in one hand and your bow in the other. And just before you smash your bow in half on the ground,
I feel like Ellie would be
snap
like
out of it.
looking the other way by now, like, where's everybody?
Yeah.
And then you're like the unicorns behind and go, oh,
And there's just war and unicorns firing lasers and hooves and this creature in the middle that's a horror cyclone around you.
I am so mad. I'm sorry. This is so much to keep track of. But
Yeah.
Brad, will you allow? Are the unicorns at full health?
Yours is?
Not. I meant the other one that was healing it. The other one.
Did it get to full
Get
health?
him all the way up to full health?
No, he's not. He's at 61 out of 67.
Right. Well, they're both good aligned creatures. So they should regain a maximum
Why?
for the spell or effect, because that's what it says on the unicorn sheet. I put it in the chat so I wouldn't forget, and then so much was happening I forgot. It says when a good aligned creature casts a spell or uses a magical effect that causes another good aligned creature to regain hit points, the target regains the maximum number of hit points possible for the spell or effect.
All right, Ellie, roll me a d2.
We can just,
Yeah.
don't
I was
have to-
just checking Ellie's unicorn was good aligned.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a 50-50 shot that he wasn't. So
Well, he tries to protect the unicorns at least.
yeah, most celestial things are good aligned. Some are a little more neutral and tricksy. Yours is maybe half unicorn, half nightmare. So, but it is good aligned. So you can take it's the maximum
to the spell's effect, which
spell's
for the
effect.
unicorn,
which is 16. No, it is 18. Yeah.
2d8
This night,
plus 2.
I also am good aligned.
You
It's 2d8 plus 2 unless it's the legendary attack.
Yeah.
So,
so it would be 18 in total.
16 to 18, yes.
So it would have taken 18 on the heels. KPP
Yes,
looks
that is
like
correct. Yes, that is correct.
What is all this math?
Unicorn can do
You're
a
going like,
triple
I'm looking
backflip.
at the unicorn sheet and I'm just
carry
like,
the-
okay, what's
carry
my
the
plan?
wand. Carry
It is true though. PB did put that like as a thing that's like huge to remember
Yeah,
for the
yeah, yeah.
unicorns. But I
Yeah, we
also
did.
appreciate you making my unicorn roll because it's like, is it good aligned?
Yeah,
I don't
yours
know.
is the only one that needs to roll.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
trying to keep track of all this while it's happening, so I apologize,
No,
Brad,
yeah.
that I said it after the turn.
it's also a nice lesson for you players for what it's like to be a GM sometimes when you have like 3 sheets that
As
look
if I
like
don't
this
know what
and you're
that's
like,
like.
what
How
the...
rude.
Alright, for you players what don't run D&D for people, and you people out there what think it's easy to do a DM. Alright. Toby's turn.
Right.
Which is
I would
another
like to
creature you
attack.
get to do. You're controlling more creatures than me
Yes. Toby will attack. Where's my Toby sheet? Toby! There you are. Toby will attack. He has advantage, by the way.
now. Okay.
I'll do that twice. Oh, never mind. 12.
12 is a hit. No, it isn't. I got really confused at the beginning of this fight, and it is absolutely not. No, he probably bites into like the area where this mist and snow is, but it's probably a little confusing as he's immediately summoned, given a target, but the target is partially a storm. You know, it's partially just wind and ice and snow as he bites that wild way that dogs kind of bite at air all the time, or when they try and bite water. You ever seen a dog do that with a hose? He's
Yes.
just doing that. And technically, he probably thinks he's gotten something because he is a dog, and they always think they're successful, but he really isn't.
All right.
And is that the end of Toby's turn?
Yes, it is.
Nice. Bo.
All right. First things first, I'm gonna get just close enough to be able to cast fear.
Oh my god.
God.
Let's see what fear does.
I can already picture its worst nightmare.
You project a phantasmal image of a creature's worst fears. Each creature in a 30-foot cone must succeed on a wisdom. You're going to catch some friends in this. Oh, no, you're not. You're all right. Will succeed on a wisdom saving throw or drop whatever it's holding. Okay, I'm going to roll a whiz save. What do I have to beat? and then we'll decide what's happening.
My DC is 16.
It's got a pretty intense whiz.
14, nice.
Oof,
So now bringing
nice.
jinxing
Nice.
that for us. Okay, so this creature does fail. Yeah.
Okay.
And it
Nice.
projects. So you project an phantasmal image of the creature's worst fears. Or drop whatever it's holding and become frightened for the duration. While frightened by this spell, a creature must take the dash action and move away from you by the safest available route on each of its turns. From you? Oh, you become the creature's fear. Okay. It regards you as its fear. And if the creature ends its turn on location where you don't have a line of sight to. Okay, yeah, so it's afraid of you and it has to move away from you. What do you think it's afraid of? You said you had an idea.
It's afraid of the sun and summer fun, and
You just
you.
become beach version.
It's just
Bo.
you,
yes.
beach version of Bo
I'm
again.
basically wearing my
Baywatch one.
mankini,
Yes,
and
fine.
I appear to be stepping
Larger.
on the sand, and I've got
the
the
sun
ocean
is
behind me,
shining and there's a little crab skittering about
and
near you.
the salty winds
Yes.
blowing my hair.
The creature glances over and, terrified, begins to
pretty
look as if it's going to move away from where you are, horrified by this perfect vision of summer, winter's arch nemesis. And that's actually just your action. You still have a bonus action.
Bonus. What about? Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zach's got one more hooves.
I think Zach would keep trying to
Yeah.
hit.
Oh,
10 is
nice.
a miss.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah, for some reason I thought you had
that was
advantage.
that was
My
the
bad.
advantage part, but yeah, no, he misses.
Heartbeat's turn.
Heartbeat is okay. So I looked at Entangle, and I think that Heartbeat's gonna cast Entangle on Oral.
Oral is kind of hovering.
Can the vines reach up and grab its legs?
Let's find out. What save do I need to make?
For the duration. Oh. Okay, you're clicking things.
Me? No, I shouldn't be.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm not even in the thing.
Okay. For the duration, these plants turn the ground into difficult terrain. A creature, a strength saving throw, or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends.
Okay, strength
A creature
save.
restrained by the plants can make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, it frees itself. When the spell ends, the conjured plants will wilt away.
Let's go. 14. I think that's what the spell save DC is. Let me see. On Entangle against... Yes, spell save DC is 14. So these vines rise up. Heartbeat does whatever Heartbeat does to create these vines. And they begin to rush upwards towards the underside of where Auril is kind of moving away from its phantasmal, feared version of Mankini Bow. These vines wisp and whip and grab at the storm of this creature as it turns back in on itself and begins to move in the other direction. They just don't seem to grab any purchase. It looks like it's close, but it just doesn't quite grab it. Yeah, close, but
Okay.
no cigar for Heartbeat.
There's no bonus actions they can do, correct?
There is... No, they don't have bonus actions. They have legendary actions or multi-attacks. So you are done unless you want to move.
I can use a legendary though, correct?
At the end of the round, I think, right?
Yes, so a legendary action you can use on the end of another creature's turn. Anyone other than Heartbeat. So at the end of, for example, Zach's turn next, you could use a legendary action, or you could wait until like Ellie's turn, much further along in the turn order, that kind of thing.
Okay, then that's all I'll do.
Okay. Zach's turn.
I will do something now. Then,
Oh, yeah, go
because
on.
it's the end of Heartbeat's turn.
Yeah,
It is.
let's do
And it's been long enough now that I have 2 points, right? Because I didn't
No,
do.
you start the whole thing with 3.
Oh, well,
You don't
wonderful.
gather
Then-
them.
Great. It says the unicorn regains spent legendary actions at the start of its turn.
Oh, okay. Then, I mean, it hasn't spent any of yours, so.
Oh, right. Oh, shit. I was waiting. All right. I'm going to cast Shimmering Shield then. The unicorn creates a shimmering magical field around itself or another creature it can see within 60 feet. The target gains a +2 bonus to AC until the end of the unicorn's next turn.
Yep.
So I will
Then you
do
or
that.
him.
Yes.
To you?
On myself.
To you.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you have +2 AC. Yep.
Yes. Yes.
You could do that as well. All of you can do it. Technically, I think.
Don't seem like a bad idea.
I think Zach can't because he's been kicking
Yeah,
shit.
he's been kicking. Zach's basically like, I'm just trying to kill this thing.
Zach's just going wild and just doing that like horse thing of just endlessly kicking at the thing. But yeah, the other 2 could use the unicorn actions now to do that
I thought
as well
we had
for
to
themselves.
move and charge it up. My bad.
No, it's all good.
So I could do one for Heartbeat now?
So
You
you
can
essentially
use-
get 3 points for each one of its turns.
Yes.
So, but you can
Oh.
only act. Yes, you can only act in when somebody else has gone, and you can only do one at once. So it's really good for this situation because there are lots of people on the map. So you have an opportunity to spam this and to use your ability after someone else is gone. But literally, that's exactly what we should be doing.
Okay. I think I get it now.
I was also confused. Sorry.
It's mega confusing, and I knew it
Yes.
would be, and I'm aware of it, and I'm okay with it.
It's wonderful. I love it.
And it's fine. You So if you want to have your unicorn give either you or itself +2 AC, now's a good time to do it. Joanne/Heartbeat.
All right. Yeah, Joanne's definitely gonna hoof this thing.
You can't hoof the thing. You can give yourself
can't.
+2 AC, or you can give the unicorn +2 AC.
Fine.
Oh, actually, no,
I'll
you
give
can't
my-
do that either,
What?
can you? Because you healed, I remember. So actually, it's just
Oh,
Heartbeat.
I
Do you want
think-
Heartbeat to do it?
Didn't you just heal a regular heal move, not your legendary
Oh, yeah,
action?
you
it
did,
was
yeah.
Yeah.
It was a regular heal.
So you can do the AC boost. That's it.
Oh, okay. You know
Or
what?
heal
Yeah,
again.
let's do the AC boost, and it'll be on Bo.
The legendary action is a hooves, though.
But he's
So he
not
could
close
do a
enough.
hoof. Oh, right.
Yeah, it's only 5 feet.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All
Got
right
it.
then.
The
Okay, I'll use the shield too.
Okay, so you have +2 AC on bow. Remember it? Are you doing it as well, ABP?
Yeah, I mean, Heartbeat's not close enough, so I can't do hooves. So I will do, Shimmering Shield.
Okay. So you guys have shields on you, and Zach, I assume, is just going to go ballistic. If you want to roll those attack rolls. It's up-
Totally not. He's not gonna go ballistic. I don't know what you mean. Yep. Okay. Actually, he can do 2 attacks, so I guess he just do 2. Or you do horn and hooves, I guess, again, right? Or does it matter?
No, yeah, you can. You do 1 of each. Yeah.
Oops. I
The
didn't-
22 on the hooves is a hit.
12
Just
bludgeoning.
Another 12 of bludgeoning damage. Again,
Nice.
kind of like glass being shattered and hit as these hooves smash into the huge form of Auril as it kind of attempts to move away from where Bo is. And that is end of that turn brings us to you, Suna, on the back of this unicorn, which is moving and flying around.
I'm casting slow again. The creature has disadvantage and should have had it last time. That's why I said shit.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yes.
I'll just trust what you're saying. Wow, 17 and 24. So 17.
Makes it, breaks it. 17 is my thing.
Barely makes it. Feared, worryingly moving away from where Bo is, you attempt once again to slow the creature, but the spell doesn't take a hold of this huge celestial storm.
I am going to use a whole bunch of sorcery points to make that a bonus action, and I'm going to do it again.
Okay.
One more time, please. Disadvantage.
Already failed, so...
Nice.
Yes.
It's slowed now.
It is now finally
Worth it.
slowed. Yes, okay. Slowed condition, and you can't really move because you're on horseback. So I assume that's into your turn?
It is not.
I
I'm
do?
going
No.
to, Oh, yes, it is. I am going to get off the unicorn, though.
In the
Half
air?
my movement. Oh, no. No, I guess not.
Okay,
I'll stay on him. I forgot I was elevated.
yeah. That's why I assumed you weren't going to move.
Yep.
Okay. Brings us to you, Aura.
Okay.
You're mad, aren't you?
Me?
Are you not maddened?
Oh yeah, I thought you were asking if I was actually mad in real life.
I'm mad.
Well, I
I'm
know you're
mad.
mad and really. You're always so angry all the time. So
I'm so
famously
angry.
angry.
It's my trademark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
am
you're
crazy.
you're maddened.
You
so
didn't have your... Oh, all right.
didn't
Yep.
calm emotions. No, it
Yep.
did all sorts of crazy shit. So you need to just roll
I
me a
didn't think
wisdom
about that.
wisdom save. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, honestly, I'm learning.
Yeah. It's all good.
A 6.
So fail. You are still mad and crazy and swinging your greatsword around wildly in the area here. So Auriel's turn begins, and I think all sorts of shit goes off. So does slow do anything to him?
It
There's
does
a
a
lot
lot of things, yes.
He's feared, so I think he has to run from Bo.
He
first.
takes a -2 penalty to armor class
Yep.
and dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
And it can't use reactions. On its turn, it can use either an action or a bonus action, but not both. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn. If the creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of one action, you will roll a d20. On an 11 or higher, the spell does not take effect until the creature's next turn, and the creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell. If it cannot, the spell is wasted.
Okay. This creature's what is its speed? Half.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so it can only move to
And-
about yeah.
Yes, and it will have disadvantage. I will make an opportunity of attack with Toby.
Toby and Zach get opportunity of attack. You want to try and hit it?
Right now?
Yep.
Okay.
Toby hits.
Yeah, I did. Did you see mine? The hooves?
The hooves, yep, also hit.
So
6 bludgeoning on my part.
6 bludgeoning as the hooves strike. Toby, you click the attack, the word attack, under bite Toby, next to the 20.
oh shit, I was just rolling it myself. It says it's going to roll the dice here for me. Or maybe it won't.
14,
There,
I'll take that.
there we go. Now it also must do a strength saving throw.
It does, but it doesn't matter either way because it can't be knocked prone, so it's irrelevant.
Interesting.
Yeah. So even if he fails or makes it or whatever, he can't be knocked prone because he's a storm, I think. So it's always just
Alright.
kind of hovering, regardless of what you try. It's impossible to make it
Good to
fall
know.
over. Then does anything crazy happen? No. I think it actually moves another 25 feet, doesn't it? Yes, it does, because what's the rules on slow with it can't take anything other than one action, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, so actually it doesn't do anything. So that's where that goes. It didn't end its turn within the sphere, so you have to move the sphere into it again to make that happen. And that's all I think it does. Do I get a whiz save to try and break out of the slow?
You do.
Is this advantage or not?
It is not because Toby's not next to you anymore.
Oh, that's a fail. 7.
And I think technically it's at the end. Oh no, that would be right. At the end of its turn.
That's the end of its turn there.
Yep.
Okay. Joanne's turn. Joanne's
Right.
turn, I mean.
Joanne is mad. Joanne's gonna get up close and personal and multi-attack?
Yes.
So that's hooves and horn.
Yes.
Yeah, one of each. One hit on the hooves. You can click the word attack next to the 18 there.
9.
9 bludgeoning damage to this creature. As again, a sound like glass smashing as it breaks parts of the more solidified portions of the storm here, kicking snow out from the back and into the ether. End of Joanne's turn.
Yep, that ends Joanne's turn.
It is Soonicorn's turn.
All right. Soonicorn is going to come down. I can't get off of it when it gets down here, right? I have to wait till my turn?
Yeah.
All right. In that case, Soonicorn is going to... Oh, this is crazy dangerous. But we're going to do it anyway. Soonicorn is going to come up here with me on Soonicorn
Nice.
and make an attack.
Give me all the attack rolls.
Oh. Oh my god.
That is a natural 27 and a 19, so they both hit. Give me the damage. So that in total is 24. Am I wrong? I think I'm wrong.
I'm just thinking the rest of us should start a campfire. Will the unicorns take care of this, you know?
Right.
Well, how
Do
about...
I need to...
Yeah?
24, you were right, yes.
How about this instead? Suna,
Yeah, yes.
as you see your unicorn flying forward, as the unicorn positions itself in a way to strike with its horn and kick with its hooves, you hear something. First, I would like everyone to roll me a D2.
1.
Nearly did it again. How do you keep doing that?
One.
What is that?
Oh, because I don't know. 2.
Perfect.
Because whenever you want to type in Twitch chat, you do / like me to make your like text all shiny.
Right.
So I keep doing that in Twitch chat. Anyway,
So,
half and half.
some weird stuff happens now. It starts with you, Suna.
All right.
You hear some stuff. You hear a... You hear two voices. Two voices that you don't recognize. And
All right.
they are not
they-
near you. They sound like they're in a dream, far from you. But it
All right.
causes you to feel a very deep sense of foreboding and dread.
Oh, okay. All right.
And it,
What are they saying? Can I hear what they're saying?
yes, you can. It sounds like this.
Don't you dare.
Sounds like this. Hello? Do you have sound? Did I just lose
Yes.
my own sound?
I hear a song. That
Wow.
sounds very much like
A foreboding
Something-
song?
yes.
Well, I don't hear
foreboding
it.
song ever written.
So
in
I'm
fact,
gonna have to run it again. Oh, good.
same song. Are you trying to kill me?
I'm so sorry, but I can't hear it,
Alright.
which means the stream can't hear it.
All right. That's all right. Keep trying.
And then I'll tell you what you hear in the voices. Aha. You hear two voices that sound like this. I can't let you stop this, Errol.
Hey, the deal. Hold on, let me catch my breath. Okay.
Errol, I know that you're pragmatic. You're far more intelligent than I am. It has been years in the making. All of these people here, they fought, they died. In mere minutes we will be free. And all of you witness something very strange. You're all in the middle of this combat. You're fighting with this creature known as Oral, this storm, when the landscape around you just erupts. There is an explosion, and huge, great black holes begin opening up in your surroundings. The explosion comes from Oril, and all of you, unicorns, you four, are pushed backwards as Oril explodes into light from the inside, reduced to nothing, and these huge black holes open up. The unicorns turn around in the air and attempt to fly towards each of you as all four of you are pulled into different black holes. And that's where we end today's session.
I've done this WoW raid. I know how this goes.
I've never played WoW.
Oh. I've still done this WoW raid. As a healer, it sucked.
I'm going to go and look up what that is.
Shit.
There's a WoW raid where you get pulled into like dimensions on your own and you have to fight the boss. And as a healer, you're like,
separated.
flame bolt. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Holy shit, that was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That was great.
That could have happened on, depending on, that could have happened. Anyway, I'm going to end the session instead. So, we'll be back next week. We'll find out what that meant and where you go and what happened next Sunday.
Shit, that was awesome. Can it be next Sunday yet?
Let's do
God.
a round of shoutouts, see where people can find you during the week and question you. And then I'm going to go and lay down because I have COVID-19, apparently. So.
No.
No, he doesn't.
I don't.
Actually.
I have a cold and I feel like shit, but it's not that bad.
I can make mine quick. You might not find me during the week because I'm moving soon. There you go.
That's true. So just.
Like literally, like I might be moving like a week from tomorrow back to Texas. So.
That's going to work out really well. It's lucky you got dragged into a black hole in case you do
it'll be great because that's where I want to be. And not in the black hole, but I want to be in Texas.
In the black hole.
Yeah.
All right. Go check out Pocket. Not doing anything on any of our things at POKKET. And what about you, KPP?
I'm Katie Peters Plays. I played Aura for you today. You can find me on Twitch at Katie Peters Plays and Twitter at PlayKatiePlay.
Yeah? Why did you make those different names?
Because it's one letter too long to fit Katie Peters Plays. So I had to do my username or my screen name for all my elite gaming on like PlayStation and Xbox. So it's Play Katie Play.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mine are all different as well, so don't worry.
Okay.
I get to tease you about it because I also have terrible.
Yeah, yours
branding.
is Buff Woto on Twitter, and I saw that the other day.
Weird.
But why? Is there an origin story to that?
There is. Yeah, I didn't make a Twitter account before I started doing things online, and some little kid took @BradWoto and started pretending to be me. Was just typing like heinous shit at people, like, I think I'm so great and you're an asshole. And I was like, hey, that's cool branding. And so I went with it as well, but officially. And now that account is suspended or something, but yeah. So that's why I just didn't get it in time, and some child trolling did, which is just great. I feel good about it. I'm glad they can't just take it from him since they suspended it and give it to me anyway. So fuck
They
it.
should be able to, actually. Aren't you verified on Twitter?
No, I'm not verified on Twitter. I'm shadow banned on everything.
Right.
Including Disby Arix's channel, where can people find you, and what are you doing in the week, and why did you ban me?
Fake news. But hi, I'm Deciphering, and I played Bobo for you today. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out. An awesome episode as always. I like to stream variety games and do a little bit of roleplay on the side. If you guys enjoy that sort of thing, come on and hang out.
Nice. What about you, PB? I was scared I was going to trigger you out as
we
well.
just went to Disby. I do want to point out that all of us busted up laughing last week, and Disby kept a straight face the whole time. And it was, I went back and watched it. I'm like, and I had to watch it like multiple times to be like, how did she keep a straight face? Like, how? Even I couldn't keep a straight face.
It's the beard. It's the beard.
Yeah. The beard power. Yeah, what about you, PB?
Hi, I'm Pumpkinberry, and I played Suna for you today. You can find me at Twitch and Twitter at Pumpkinberry. I'm also here on Wednesdays where I GM Gone, and then I'm here again on Fridays for our horror show, Facade. And I'm currently playing through a really awesome sci-fi puzzle game right now called Outer Wilds. And then after that, I think I'm doing Final Fantasy IX. Potentially, I'm not sure. So yeah, come hang out.
Okay. Why not Final Fantasy VI though? I mean, really? Why would you play 9 before 6? Weirdo. It's a sequel. Is in the numbers? All right. This was a Final Fantasy game that you just played today as well. It's an unofficial Final Fantasy game that I'm emulating through our collective minds, and my mind has failed completely. I need to go and lay face down on a cold floor, and we will see you next week. I would like to remind everybody though that we did start a new show on Tablestory last Monday, which was called The Forbidden Lands, trademark registered, with Domestic Dan as the GM. So if you want to get in on episode 1 of something, well, episode 2 of something, that's tomorrow at the same time as this, which is 9 UK time, 9 p.m. UK time, which is 4 Eastern, and that is when Forbidden Lands episode 2 is on tomorrow. So you have 24 hours to go and watch the first episode on YouTube or on the highlights, and jump in on the first episode. It's really good.
It's so good.
And it's kind of Horizon Zero Dawn content.
It's not kind of. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's based in
that's what it is.
The universe. Yeah.
And it's a really, really good first episode of something that you should go and watch. And then the rest of our shows during the week.
Wait.
Oh.
Brad has also just started BioShock, and it's very good,
and
and you should go watch it
today. Although I was in a sickness haze, and I feel like.
But it was very good.
Yes, I've never played it before, and I started that today, and that continues tomorrow.
Just go watch it.
Yes, there you go. You may also come and question me about things to do with D&D if you want, and I won't tell you anything about what's going to happen.
That's not true. You just did an entire stream about.
Oh, I mean like spoilers for next week.
Oh, right.
You know, like, where did the black holes go, brother? I'm not telling you.
Does my horse come with me? No, I'm just kidding.
We'll find out next week.
Well, I was on mine, so maybe I'm not alone.
Maybe.
Listen, Zach does what he pleases, so.
Yeah. Zach's probably still just kicking air. We'll find out. We'll find out next time. And also, you know, these are the consequences of previous actions. Errol Pay. Okay. Throat sore. Going. Bye.
Not fair.